GD's boys, we back again for another episode of the ID Sports Podcast. I'm Isaiah.
It's Dan the Man.
And you already know what's going on today. I got another episode for y'all. Gonna be probably a primarily NFL focused episode just because, it's rough out here right now.
It is rough.
It's rough to be a Cowboys fan.
Very.
And it's also just been a weird season. Injury prone season. A lot of wild things. Got the Lions being good. It's wild. The Chiefs, 9-0. Crazy. So a lot of topics to talk about today, man. Outside of just the terrible Cowboys. But we're going to start off with the association, the NBA first. Got my Luka jersey on, even though my boy Luka is not playing his best ball right now, or at least more sufficient ball, I should say.
Yeah.
He's still scoring and putting up good stats, but it's just very inefficient. 5-5 right now. I think we're, 9th, 8th in the
No, we're 11th in the West.
11th in the West. Oh, so
we would be, if we were in the East, we'd be third.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The East is like three teams. Cavs are surprising, though.
Wow, I didn't expect Cavs.
11-0 is crazy. I mean, it's not sustainable. They aren't going to be, I don't think they'll be like this top dog, but they're a good team.
I mean, you never know. I mean, I think they've caught momentum early.
Yeah, but they're not beating no Celtics or anything. I'm not putting money on it.
I mean, it's early. You can't ever say, but I mean, you never know.
No, that's fair. I just don't think what they're on is
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't either.
Or anybody else.
But, I mean, the Mavs specifically, though.
Yeah.
Kyrie's hooping, though.
Kyrie did 40-piece.
Yeah, he's just been hooping all season long so far. I saw a stat. I should have saved it before. I was talking about how he's, I think, the first guard to average 20. I think it's like field goal. I think it's points and then his percentage field goal wise. Let me see if I can find it on Kyrie. I follow not a Kyrie fan page, but a Kyrie centered page. Yeah, it was a stat that hasn't been done since I think since Ray Allen. I'm
Wow.
pretty sure.
Well, he's a sharpshooter, so.
But it's specific to guards though. It's like a guard stat.
Yeah.
I think Irving Center. I can't remember. Oh yeah, Irving Center. Yeah, here goes. He's averaging 25.6, so about 26 points this season, about 5 rebounds and 5 assists off 55% shooting from the three. First guard to average 25 points per game, on 55% three-point in the first 10 games since Ray Allen, 2004. He's also been nominated for Western Conference Player of the Week for the second time this season. So Kyrie's been hooping. He's in mid-season form already. Luka is not. People are saying it's because of the whole not practicing or not doing preseason stuff. But I feel like for a person his caliber, 11 games into the season, I feel like you should have knocked off that rust by now.
I think it's just because he doesn't stop. He just continued to play basketball.
Well, I think he took a break this summer around. I'm pretty sure. He went back home, I think. Spent time on his farm.
Well, I mean, he did, but I mean, I'm just as far as like he, played the NBA NBA long season, 82 games. He didn't play all 82, but
yeah, long season.
Played hurt in the playoffs all the way to the final. So he played, the maximum amount of games.
Yeah.
He was literally too short, and then went on to play the Olympics. And it was highly competitive this year, as you can see. I mean, It was
great Olympics this year.
Yeah, very great Olympics. But yeah, I mean, so I really don't think even just that 3-month break was probably enough for someone who's played that amount of basketball that continuously, because he just doesn't stop.
Yeah, it also sucks too. I mean, it's not just Luka playing like trash too. Well, not like I say, he's not playing like trash. He's playing inefficient.
Yeah,
it's also the fact that we haven't had Lively the past 3 games now, 4 games. He's been out with injury,
and we cannot grab a rebound without him.
Yeah, without him. When you have Dwight Powell being your backup center, I mean, we've seen what life it was whenever before we had Lively and it was just Powell. It was god awful. So I'm not entirely putting on Luka, but you are the star of the team. You are the engine that makes it run. So as a leader, you get a lot of the flack, but. Not having Lively or PJ, although it's a blessing in disguise, I think, for the long run, because it's allowed Najee Marshall to start hooping now offensively. Because whenever he first started the season, I was kind of afraid. I was like, he could not hit a 3 just for like the first 4 or 5 games to save his life. It was bad, but now he's hooping really well. So I think he might. If I'm J Kidd, he won the starting job over PJ for me personally, because PJ's been out too with injuries.
Yeah.
But if I'm Jason Kidd, I'm starting Najee Marshall, because if you can plug back in that Lively Gafford combo going on, I think that lineup will do a lot better with having a better backup center. But it's just been rough, man. The past 2 games have been so rough. That Suns game was annoying. with that late 0.8 second foul called on was it Nurkic or Jurkic? Whatever.
Jokic, yeah.
Yeah. That was rough. And then this past game, since the time of this recording against the Nuggets was also rough with another BS call. I don't know if you watched that game, but
I didn't see that one. I'm not gonna lie. I know. The only thing I know is Jokic dropped a triple double.
yeah, and then Kyrie had the 40 bomb.
40 piece. Yeah.
No, so like with like I think it was like 2 minutes left in the game. We were playing really good defense, and the shot clock ran out. And before the shot clock ran out, Jamal Murray put up a shot. Luka tried to contest, dodged out of the way, and they called a foul. And then Jason Kidd reviewed it, and everyone in the booth, like, it happened right in front of the Mavs broadcast booth. They're like, bro, nah, that was BS, that was BS. And they watched the replay, it was BS. And the call was unsuccessful because he apparently grazed Jamal Murray's elbow, which I couldn't see it in the replay. And also, too, the foul that happened occurred before the shot clock, or occurred after the shot clock expired. So... At least I think that's what they said in the broadcast. So
No, I thought they said it happened before. That's what they were reviewing at first to see if the call was.
the only reason I said that because I also was. That's whenever I was also playing basketball on my PlayStation. I was playing 2K while watching basketball. I started watching it towards the end. I was watching the game, but I at the end of the game I started playing 2K because my friends wanted to play. But I remember them hearing the broadcast saying that it occurred before or it occurred after. Mm-hmm. So maybe I misheard them. Maybe they were talking about if it did. I don't know. They didn't say if it. Maybe they didn't say it did happen.
I think that's what they were actually checking. If I'm not mistaken, if they were checking.
Well, because I remember him saying Doncic made illegal contact with the elbow of Murray, and because the broadcast was like, let's see that because I didn't see that. And they're all like, no, I don't like that call. It was BS. So I don't know.
No, I was just saying that they were checking if the foul occurred before. After, they were saying it's a foul, but they were seeing if it occurred before or after the game clock ended.
It's just been frustrating because 1 point losses back to back has been annoying because and the same thing happened in that Rockets game. We didn't come back. We didn't lose by 1, but we were within 3 and we haven't been able to finish lately. I don't know if that's just like a early season, like, getting out all the kinks, trying to make the new additions all mesh together and figuring out rotations and figuring out what guys go where and what in situational basketball who to have in. But it's been frustrating so far, and it doesn't help that, like I said, we have Derek Lively and PJ out right now. But I'm not worried about the Mavs yet. I think once PJ and Lively come back, I think we'll get right back on the right track. People be jumping ship really hard or really easy with the Mavs. I've been realizing that. When I look at the comments for all of the after all the posts they make, everyone's like, "Oh, this team's horrible." I'm like, "Bro, we're 11 games into the season. We can go on a 15-game win streak, and y'all won't even care about this anymore." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is it's a season of runs and a game of runs. Or if this was game 75, yeah, okay, I can understand. I'd jump ship too, but we're 11 games into the season. Let's slow your roll a little bit, please.
This is a team who's been, to the conference finals twice in the last 4 years now. Well, you count the season 4 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully, 3.
I think so. I was actually talking to Rob about that.
Oh, nice.
Because that was in the other day.
But what I was gonna say is I think, like you said, it's early in the season still with Luka not participating in preseason activities.
Yeah,
that doesn't help. So I think, like you said, it's just everybody getting back into chemistry. Jason Kidd figuring this out as well. Especially without, like you said, you got
two big pieces.
Your rebounder, and then
and PJ's an on-ball defender.
Score, yeah.
Mm-hmm. PJ's an on-ball. Both are defenders, especially Lively around the rim, and then rebounding, and then PJ's one of your top 3 on-ball defenders. So
yeah, and I think that really hurts because I feel like that doesn't allow. Obviously Klay Thompson is playing, inconsistent.
Yeah, I don't know about inconsistent. He's actually been pretty consistent. It's just more so been
okay. Well, consistent shooting the 3 ball.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
I can say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what
that's
why I said that. Yeah, so that's why I said that. But I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, he just with the 3 ball.
Yeah.
There'd be some threes he doesn't. But I think that doesn't help him because then again, when he comes back around, when it comes back around for rotations, PJ, Lively. I mean, at one point, it is still early, but do you look at maybe benching him? You know what I'm saying?
Who? PJ?
Klay.
Oh, Clay? Nah, I don't think Clay will get benched. I think if anything, the worst case scenario that happens to Clay is he's still a starter, just less minutes.
I can see that.
I don't think Clay becomes a.
I mean, it's still early.
I don't think Clay ever becomes a bench player. Like comes off the bench unless like it's just needed or because Jason Kidd will. I can see it happening, but it not being something that's gonna like happen going forward. Like I can see a game where like someone's been hot for the past like 4 games, so J Kidd experiments and benches Clay for a game to see how it works.
Okay,
because J Kidd's known to do that before.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, it's still early. I was just
but as like I just don't think it will happen long term. Like I don't think, like I said, a game just like to experiment. I can see J Kidd doing that, but for like a long term thing, like Clay's gonna come off the bench now.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think if anything, he'll just get lesser minutes because I think Clay's done a great job so far with his the Dallas experience so far.
Yeah, I just as far as 3-point shooting, maybe I'm. Focused on that a little bit too much with his game.
I don't even think his 3-point. I think his 3-point shooting has suffered lately because of PJ and Lively being out. Because now that brings more attention to him. Because if you have those guys in, I think because if Dwight Powell comes in, you don't have to guard Dwight Powell.
No, you're not worried about him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like I feel like it has made Clay. Maybe that's why it seems like he's been more inconsistent lately. Is because I feel like he just has more defensive presence on him now. Because before Lively and PJ went down, Clay was hooping.
Yeah.
I think he was shooting like
he was getting more wide open shots. I will admit that.
Now it's a little bit harder for him to get shots, and he's still. And I feel like he's also appreciating his mid game a lot more. I've seen him take a lot of turnaround middies or floaters or just running twos. Like I feel like he's been attacking his mid game more often, which I like a lot. I think that will make it even harder to defend the Mavs because when the Mavs are healthy, man, I'm telling you, this team, the sky's the limit for this team. Like I said, I was talking to Rob about that because he doesn't think we're gonna. He actually doesn't believe in Luka at all, by the way. He does not think Luka's that guy. I don't know how. He's probably going to watch this, and he's going to laugh because he always brings this up every time we hang out. But I don't know and understand how he cannot. He said that he just doesn't think Luka will win a championship in Dallas. And I was just like, I don't.
I mean, he just took us to,
Yeah, I mean, what do you say? Different folks, different strokes.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I don't understand. The man, historically, while hurt, had a historic playoff run. And was the only person to show up in the entire Boston Celtics series. The only person.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think this team will be fine. I think it's too early to jump ship on them. I think, like I said, if this was like Game 60 or like if this is post All-Star break, all right, cool. We can start worrying.
Yeah.
But we haven't even reached a fourth of way through the season yet, and I'm like, let's just slow our rolls a little bit, guys. Let's wait. We also are missing a key. We are missing literally the soul. Or the heart of our team. I'd say Luka's the soul. There, Lively's the heart of this team. Like, if we were missing him, like I'm telling you, that Lively's huge.
He brings the energy for sure.
And Gafford's nice. I'm not trying to diss on Gafford, but it's just a matter of like we're so used to having the Twin Towers, both Lively and Gafford, that it's just I don't think you need both of them for this team to work. For the team comp we have, you need both centers.
I mean, yeah, that's what you built.
Because Gafford balls out when he's on the floor. It's just when he gets off the floor. Nothing happens. Like we get no rebounding, no rim protection. It's really bad. Yeah. So,
you just got no depth at that position.
Yeah, it's just Lively and Gafford. That's it. But I do expect the Mavs. I think someone was talking about how I can't remember who was talking to about it, but they were asking if they think the Mavs will still be aggressive in free agency this year. I think so too. I still think they'll make probably one more move.
I mean, who knows? I mean, they were aggressive at the past 2 trade deadlines.
Yeah, just because it's Nico. And it's going to be someone that you're going to read and be like, what? That's stupid. And it's going to work out. That's what I've learned with Nico. When Nico makes trades or moves, I'm like, bro, what? Like, that's so dumb. And then it just works out. I'm like, oh, okay, my fault, Nico.
At first nobody thought that Kyrie was going to work out.
Yeah, Kyrie, the Spencer Dinwiddie trade, no one thought it was going to work out. And then we went to the Western Conference Finals.
The first time.
Yeah. Oh, he's hooping. I'm actually glad he's back. I know the whole comments he made about, what do you want to get love for your mom or whatever the heck he said about Dallas being the mother. I actually like Spencer Dinwiddie. I think he has a really nice bag. I think he plays solid defense. He's not any sort of a defender, but he doesn't get blown by. And I think he has a solid package. Like he's a good mid-range shot. He's a decent 3-point shooter. He can kind of create his own. I mean, I saw that man dunk on Rudy Gobert. The Western Conference Finals, we lost to Golden State. We played the Jazz in the first time. I watched that man dunk on Rudy Gobert. So it's just like he's nice. He ain't bad. But like I said, Nico just makes all these moves. Like the Derrick Jones Jr. signing. When that happened last year, I was like, who? And then it worked out.
It did.
So I always will trust Nico. Even if I just think it's a boneheaded move, I'm like whatever. Nico, we trust.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in that position for a minute, and he knows what he's looking for long term.
I think he saved Luka. He saved Luka's legacy in Dallas because if it wasn't for Nico, Luka was leaving Dallas.
I was just about to say that. I was like, yeah, if
100%.
it wasn't for Nico making any of these moves, Luka would have been gone.
Would have been out of Dallas.
He would have not signed that
fire. I was terrified about that before Nico showed up. I was like, Luka's probably gonna leave his team. They don't do anything for him, like at all.
Honestly, until the Kyrie trade, I was like,
nah. The Western Conference Finals here, I knew he was gonna stay because he actually got a taste of like what it. I mean, even though the other team was bums, like
I was just about like,
I feel like he got a little taste of like, all right, bet. I think it helped. I think I think that year was like a trust year between him and Nico. It's like, all right, cool. Nico's gonna make my team better, and Nico all right, cool. Now I know what to build around Luka. Like that was like a kind of like experiment year because
true. Because then he got Kyrie out,
and then
the Derrick Jones, and then the Daniel Gafford trade
takes Kyrie and Luka a year to get to mesh well together,
and then drafting Lively.
Yeah, Lively was huge. I remember whenever we drafted him. I think I was talking to my friend. I think I was talking to Drake. I was talking to someone, and I was like, bro, Lively needs to work out. There is no, like, I hope he works. No, Lively needs to work out, because if he doesn't, like, this team is going to be cooked. Like, we need for years, Mavs fans have just been praying for their center to drop down from the heavens. So, and I'm also, like I said, Daniel Gafford trade was legendary. Both Gafford and PJ was a legendary trade.
Saved
the season.
Not only saved the season, but definitely saved Daniel Gafford's career.
Yeah, man was trying to hoop in the dead zone, which is the freaking Wizards. So.
And it worked out because we were trying to trade for Kyle Kuzma, and he was like, "Nah, I want to stay in Washington."
Glad we did not get Kyle Kuzma.
I'm so glad we didn't get him.
I'm so glad we didn't get Kyle Kuzma. I've never wanted Kyle Kuzma ever in my life, and I never will.
Honestly, when I heard his name came up, and I was honestly really shocked. I didn't think we needed him.
Yeah.
At all. Like, why would we go and do that?
I mean, he's a lengthy. I mean, he has some offensive bag. He's lengthy and he's a decent defender. So cool. But I hate Kyle Kuzma, bro. Just as a person, I just can't stand that man. Especially that. And I'm so mad he has a ring. It makes me even more mad that he has a ring. Because, like, he was the one person on that bubble Lakers team. I'm like, you don't, like, out of everybody on this team deserves a ring. You don't. Like, you don't deserve a ring, bro. You're so annoying. But yeah, no, I'm glad we got. And then PJ too. PJ was hooping in the dead zone that is freaking the Hornets. So I'm glad he got out of Charlotte.
Well, that mean LaMelo's hooping this year.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's because LaMelo was hurt those.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, LaMelo's nice. LaMelo's nice. I like
LaMelo is hooping.
Yeah, he's hooping.
So, but I mean, yeah, true. I mean, he was hurt, but I feel like that allowed also PJ to, because I mean, he was hooping during that time too.
Yeah.
So I feel like that allowed us to see his full game. And that's why I feel.
And also hometown heroes, cool storyline. You know, from Frisco, all that stuff. So. I'm glad we got PJ. PJ's one of my favorite Mavs. I love him a lot. People be hating on him, bro. I don't understand.
He be coming. Sometimes he's like, man, he can't hit a three. Sometimes,
yeah, for sure.
And then he hits that 1-3 that's like the most clutch.
Yeah,
it's like
he'll go 0 for 6, and then that 1 for 7 he hits is like the 3 we need to take the lead. Or something.
I remember I literally watched it. You called it. I remember what game we were watching. I think he was literally 0 for 6.
I think it was Timberwolves game,
and he. 1 for 7. Dang!
I'm pretty sure it was.
Nice.
I think it was Libby's graduation. I'm pretty sure. I think it was game 1 or game 2 of the Western Conference Final.
It was nice. That's how
I was like, he always hits 1, and it's always the one we always need. Like he'll go 0 for 7 or 0 for 6, and then that one he hits is always. I'm like, this is the one. He's due 1, and then bang.
Bang.
Yeah.
I think he called you like, bam, pat, and then boom, went right in. I was like, nice.
Yeah, no. PJ's nice, man. I love PJ. I love this Mavs team. I think they're going to be good this year. I think people are sleeping on them.
I think this is going to be what we should expect going forward for 2 years, 3 years max.
Yeah. Basically until Kyrie's contract runs out.
Yeah. And because I don't know if he'll play after that contract.
I think he'll play. I think he'll play. I just don't think we'll get the Kyrie we're used to.
Yeah.
I think his game will start to diminish because he'll just start being a little too old.
I think he'll start not as much dribbling and more jump shots.
Yeah, more pull-up jump shots or stuff like that. Yeah,
stuff like that.
I agree. We're definitely on the embers of the Kyrie everyone knows of. He's not in his peak prime. He's definitely on the embers of his prime.
He's kind of like what LeBron said that one time. He's like, when they asked him, "Can you go 100%?" I got to pick my moments. I feel
exactly.
like Kyrie, putting up that 40 piece.
Yeah, Kyrie chooses when he wants to go.
Chooses when he needs
to go 100%, go crazy.
And he can, and he has that ability to turn on and off.
Yeah, and I really do feel like the Mavs this year are just not getting the calls that everyone else does. Because when I watch these games, where I'll be watching Luka, Kai, all these guys getting just beat up on the court, no calls, and then when it's the flip side, we look at someone funny, whistle blows hard. So
I think it's just.
I don't know if it's just the Luka beef with the refs. I don't know what's going on.
I was literally just about to say. Literally that's what it is. Luka just. I mean, I see it constantly too, and I'm like, Luka, you kind of ran into him to make that. Like, it's kind of like Luka's kind of forcing the fouls. I mean, this is the way I see it, at least sometimes. And it's like, I get what you're trying to do, but it's like, you just need to kind of play basketball, work, because your relationship with the refs is not good. That's first of all. Your images with them is not good. Your image with fouls in general is not good in any shape, form. And it's just like, just play basketball, not cry about, not especially when you're forcing them. Like, he'll go up and, you know how that but everybody does it too.
Yeah,
so I understand. It's just like, you're not getting those calls.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. And as a fan, yes, do I want you to get those calls? But you're not getting them. So stop doing it.
Yeah, no, and also too, I hate Tony Brothers. I can't stand that man. Every time Tony Brothers officiates a Mavs game, my blood pressure spikes so much because he has the most annoying call. That's who called the Suns Mavs game. Apparently everyone in the league hates him and says he's the most fakest person ever. So I can't stand Tony Brothers and Scott Foster. You need to hang it up. Stop refereeing. You're done. We love you. Appreciate you everything done for the game. I need you to hang it up. Too old anyways.
They are.
But no, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I think the only team in the West that I could see being a problem for the Mavs is OKC, even though Chet just had that hip fracture.
He's out for 8 to 10 weeks.
Yeah. So we'll see how much that affects them. Because he was looking scary to start the season off.
That squad was looking scary.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be a good squad. They're young.
Yeah, they're young. They're going to be a good squad.
They got a great squad.
Golden State, because Golden State just beat them last night.
Golden
State's also looking really good too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't think Golden State's going to be a problem in the West, but I think they'll be a playoff team, maybe a play-in team.
I just don't. Steph Curry, I think he showed it in the Olympics, and he's showing it still now with that 36 piece against
OKC.
7 threes. Yeah, 7 threes. I just think as long as he's healthy, they got a shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have a shot. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're going to miss the playoffs. I know they'll have a shot. I just don't see them as a team. I'm like, ooh, I could see them in the finals this year.
What's his name?
I wouldn't believe in them.
He's been doing solid. That young point guard, the one that they drafted. His name starts with P. I forgot his name.
Talking about the Warriors or
the Warriors, curly headed.
Oh yeah, we had this problem a couple of podcasts ago. We had to look up his name. I know what you're talking about. Blonde haired.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Like Podzemski or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
We had this exact same problem 2 episodes ago. We could not remember his name.
He's been pretty solid.
Yeah. No, the Warriors look nice, and Buddy Hield's been really nice too. He's been hooping with them.
Oh yes,
Buddy Hield's been hooping with them too. I really wanted to get Buddy Hield for the Mavs.
I didn't know that. Oh yeah, that would have been. I would have took him over Clay all day.
Yeah, I would have too.
I didn't know. And maybe you did. I know you're more of a stats guy yourself.
Yeah.
That Buddy Hield's hit the most threes since I think the last 3 or 4 years.
He's a shooter. Buddy Hield's a shooter.
Even more than Steph Curry. I didn't even know that.
Buddy Hield's a shooter, bro. He's a shooter. That's why it was so good for the Warriors to get him, because it was basically replacing Clay.
Yeah.
It was getting another Clay. Because he's a shooter, bro. He's hoops. I love Buddy. He's been hooping. It's just because he doesn't. Coming out of college, he had a lot of hype around him, and he had an okay first year. And I feel like after his okay first year, people kind of just.
Well, he was drafted by the Kings, no?
Yes, pretty sure.
There you go.
Yeah, I think after that, it just kind of the hype around him kind of fell off, and everyone just thought he was trash. Yeah. He's not, because he hoops still. He's just one of those low key hoopers, because he was hooping for the 76ers before that too.
Yeah, he was kind of like Dame, and he wasn't as big, but how Dame is underappreciated.
Yeah,
I feel like that was
the Bucks, rough for the Bucks right now.
For real,
rough for them. I don't know what's going on. That team seems like it's falling apart chemistry wise.
I think
Giannis seems not happy at all.
I think Giannis has been pointing that he's been wanting out. He's been, maybe I get traded, and I think that's
he's been kind of sabotaging. I ain't gonna lie, he's been talking real crazy lately. And I mean, you gotta think about it. He got their other coach fired last year. Brought in Doc Rivers. They ain't fixed nothing, and now it seems like he's trying to ship Dame out. I don't know. I just feel like low key, but Giannis is starting to be a little bit of a cancer in the organization. I ain't gonna lie. To me.
I mean, I think his hunger's. It sounds messed up, whatever it is. I think his hunger's gone. He's done one Defensive Player of the Year. He's done one NBA championship, NBA Finals.
Yeah.
I just don't think. I don't think he's because let's be real here. Him and Dame can make that work. That's a duo.
Yeah.
If you got those two players on your team along with Bobby Portis, along with Chris Middleton's hurt.
Yeah.
As always.
But I mean, he's on the floor. He's
Brooke Lopez. You still got some, a solid team to be a contender. I mean, they should be up there. You don't even talk about.
Yeah.
Right now in the East, you don't even bring. What is it? Boston, Cavs. And that's it.
And then the Knicks have potential. They're not playing well, but they have potential.
Oh, the Indiana Pacers are third place at 5-5.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
So
the East has just been trash, man, for years. And it's low key kind of it's sad.
It's crazy because Jordan and LeBron are the only two to dominate the East.
Yeah,
just the East.
Yeah, Bucks are 2-8, which is rough. The Wizards are above them, which is
wow.
And it's a bigger collapse. I think a bigger story. It's the Sixers being 2-7. I get it. Embiid's not been there, but come on, bro. You can't.
And Maxi's hurt.
Maxi, he wasn't hurt in the start of it because they've been trash for a minute now.
Yeah,
that's my thing. It's bro, even before Embiid was out, even before Maxi got hurt, they looked really bad.
I think it's Embiid. I think Embiid is sabotaging.
I mean, Embiid's just gonna be Embiid. I think it's funny. He seems like he hates the Sixers, but he fits the Philly mindset so well with how he acts. Personally, I feel like he's annoying as all Philly people are. Speaking of which, man, we can kind of segue into football, but I have a quick topic I want to talk about. My job for this past Sunday, it's Cowboys versus Eagles. We had a whole bunch of Philly people in my restaurant, bro. Philly fans I hate the city of Philadelphia. People are like, oh, why do you hate the Eagles so much? It's different, bro. I don't just hate the Eagles. I hate the city, and I hate the people that live in Philadelphia.
Wow.
They're just annoying, horrible people. Entitled, horrible people. Straight up. I hate Philadelphia, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I would never want to go into their. I'll tell you that as a fan, I'd never want to walk in the stadium. They are the. I wouldn't say most annoying. They're the most. I would say.
They're the most annoying fan base.
It's another word. Annoying. Yeah. That is onto it. But with them, just doing what they do. They just do people. They do fans dirty. And I understand there's an extent to, dislike your rival, but man, to ruin stuff of. Yeah. That's just too far. And I mean, maybe they get pointed out more because they have been one of the, unfortunately, more successful franchise, last 20 years, unfortunately.
I did hit that joke on my table, though. What? My favorite joke to do with Philly fans, whenever I'm serving. If there's more than one person, for example, the table I had, they're both in their Philly gear. I was like, hey, is y'all first time here at Kitchen and Cocktails? And they're like, no, we've been the one in Charlotte. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's great. We have a different rule here in the Dallas one. Unfortunately, I can only serve one of you guys because we base our service off Super Bowl rings. And there's only one of you, so I can only provide service for one of you guys. But if you were Cowboys fans, I could serve both of you easily, no problem. They always laugh. Oh, then the rebuttal is, oh, we won one in the century. And I'm like, yeah, okay. What do you want to eat?
Did the tip good?
I don't remember. I think she did. They're really cool. They're cool people. But I'm telling you, bro, Philly fans, the hardcore Philadelphia people, bro, I can't stand them. They're annoying. They take over and so obnoxious, so loud. I had the DJ play with them boys. I'm like, bro, play with them boys. DJ Butter, play with them boys because they're annoying me, dog. So
I mean, they smacked us.
Yep, 34-9 or 34. Yeah, 34-6. Sorry.
But I was gonna say, I only know one Philadelphia fan. That's Fonzie, the one we hoop with.
Yeah,
that's the only one. That's the only Eagle fan I know.
I have people at work that are Philadelphia fans, but it's more so just they enjoy Jalen Hurts. I don't know. I only know one actual hardcore Eagles fan. It's one of my brother's friends, Nathan. That's about it. And he is also really annoying when it comes to football. He's a cool person overall. I don't hate Nathan, but when it comes to football, I want to smack the shit out of him. No, excuse my language, but he's annoying. He's so annoying.
I don't know many Philadelphia fans.
Yeah, I know. But Philadelphia people, bro, I'm telling you.
Maybe low-key Michael.
Yeah. Jeez, bro. Micah, I'm so excited. I hope we trade Micah. I'm on that ship now. I know After the Green Bay game, I was like, emotional, trade Micah. And I was like, no, let me calm down. No, I'm back on that, and I'm like putting 10 toes down. Trade Micah while you still can. Trade Diggs, trade Micah, trade D-Law, build in the draft. That's how I feel now. I'm just completely sold on this season. Like I said, that what broke the camel's back for me, bro, was them laughing on the sideline. You down 34-6, and you're sitting there laughing, joking, hee ha ha on the sideline. Bro, you not no lion. You're not no competitor. Come on, bro. If you in your own house, getting spanked in your own house, like, come on, bro. I can't. That had me so mad. And then you had who I think it was Carson. That was next to them. He was mad, like right next to him, like pissed off. You can tell he was mad. I mean, that's. I rather see you like CD when CD was sitting there, straight face mad. Like I rather at least look like you care, even if you don't look like you care, so that as a fan I can at least believe you somewhat care.
Organization is a shambles right now, bro.
Bro, it's bad. You got Jerry talking back to CD. Got Michael Collins for telling Michael McCarthy I don't care if we leave or not, basically. Saying, I'm playing for these guys because they've never worked as hard as Mike McCarthy has. Like, bro, what does that even mean? What does that even mean?
They have been underprepared in big time situations. And I'm not saying that shows Mike McCarthy's work ethic.
Yeah.
But I think it definitely does speak for his coaching ability in time of need.
I mean, yeah, I'm done on Mike McCarthy too. Don't get twisted. I'm not sitting here trying to defend Mike.
Okay, I was like,
I'm done with Mike McCarthy. I'm just more so.
I don't agree. You go out in public shame.
Exactly. That's my thing. It's like, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. This is just samples. I think it started when, and I ain't gonna lie, it sucks to say, but Dak, you're the Dallas Cowboy quarterback. You don't go on national TV and get caught saying we fucking suck.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, excuse. That's what you said though, and
yeah.
That was it. I'm not gonna lie. That was it for that squad. I'm telling you, everybody in that team probably was like, okay, well, the $60 million quarterback that we just paid for the next 4 years, well, he knows it. We know it. Who cares? I mean, you haven't won a home game this year.
I agree, disagree. I mean, yeah, I get it. You're the leader. You're the face of the team. You're supposed to be the guy that we look to when things are rough. But, like, at the same time, he's right. We all know it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but you just don't get caught saying it.
I get it. I don't know.
At least.
I'm kind of glad he got caught saying it because I just feel like.
I mean, true. I mean, it was probably the tip they needed.
I'm just glad they know. You know, it made me feel better. It made me feel better as a fan. All right, cool. This team knows it's trash. Like, thank you. Like, that's how I felt. Because it just, to me, it felt like. Because I usually like Dak's. I usually love Dak's political correct responses to media stuff. Like, we're just gonna review film and all that stuff. But like, I'm glad that like he knows that no, this team is horribly built. And because I feel like with the reverse, I like it a lot more because now that it can go back to Jerry. Like even your star quarterback, you paid $60 million, letting bro, this team is trash. Because at the end of the day, and I was trying to tell Rob this too. Like at the end of the day, QB change, coaching change, scheme change is not going to fix anything until Jerry Jones gets out of the effing way.
Tag Jerry Jones in this. Matter of fact, we'll make sure we make it real. And let's make sure we tag Jerry Jones and let him know, step away from the organization. You and your family.
Or just stay away from the football side of it.
Yeah, dudes, for reals, let somebody else make these decisions. Because I feel you've had 30 years to do it, and you ain't got back. You've gotten nowhere near it. We've changed coaches. We've changed quarterbacks. We've changed schemes, offense coordinator. We've done the whole nine, GM, the whole nine. Yeah. The only thing that hasn't changed is you. Literally you.
And every time people call him out for it, he gets so defensive and so angry.
You, your son, the Jones.
Charlotte's cool. I like Charlotte. Charlotte can stay. She's cool.
I ain't gonna lie. Charlotte, I don't even know who you are, so it's cool with me. I know Jerry. I know his Stefan. I know Stefan. I know their grandson. Well, because he also played football.
Yeah.
Highland Park.
Charlotte's cool. Yeah, I watched him play.
Yeah, it was nice. He wore number 9 for Romo.
Yeah, my dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just, like I said, like, there's a whole, like, I saw breaking news today. I was talking to Drake about this. He's like, oh yeah, let's go out and let's hire Coach Sanders, and then let's go get his son Shador. I'm like, bro, I don't care what we do. No coach, no player is going to make me excited for this team until the Jones are out of the picture, I just know the Jones aren't making football decisions. Because it doesn't matter who we get. It's the same reason why builders want to come here. That's why builders want to come here. Belichick.
Well, Bill Belichick would be old anyway. I'm not gonna lie. As a coach,
but it doesn't matter. I'm saying that's probably the reason why he didn't want to come coach here.
True.
Because he just knows. I don't want to be micromanaged all the time. I want to be able to make my own. Yeah, I want to be able to make my own decisions for my team. I want to be able to do what I want to do with this team. You hired me and brought me here to run your football team to compete for a championship. I can't do that if you're constantly in my way, and it's just frustrating, bro. It really is, and because bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like Rob, we were talking about sports, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, watch. I'm telling you, we're gonna play better. Cooper Rush. It's been Dak. It's Dak's fault. We're bad. It's Dak's fault." I'm like, bro, how can you look at what we did in the offseason? See the glaring holes. 30-second in rush offense this year. We're the worst run. We have the worst run game in football. The New York Giants have a better running game than we do. Like, are the worst. No matter how much we like to, trash talk the Giants. Like, how much? Oh, they're so bad.
Panthers got a better running game than us.
They're so bad. They have a better rushing attack than us. Like, all these things that point towards like why we should be bad and how I knew we're gonna be bad. And you have to be like, oh, it's Dak's fault. Dak doesn't play corner. Dak doesn't block for the O-line. Like, there's only so much Dak can control. Not saying that Dak has no part to blame. He's playing trash too. Yeah, I get it. Then there's both things that are his fault and not his fault because of his trash playing. So he's not absolved from blame whatsoever. But at the core of everything, all of these little side things, oh, well, Dak's not playing well, receivers aren't getting separation, we don't have a run game, we don't have this, we don't have that. At the core of all that is Jerry Jones. Because he is not putting this team in the position to win. He's not going out and signing Derrick Henry for $8 million a year. He's not going out and getting, Darnell Hunter that went to the Texans and so could have gone to us. Like, you're not going out and getting all these. Well, no, we had a free agency that was primed and perfect to fill all the holes we needed in our offense and defense. Sitting around and doing nothing and only signing Eric Hendricks and Ezekiel Elliott and letting someone like Stephon Gilmore walk. Pieces you could have had. Like, letting all these guys go off to Washington, who is now 7-1, or 7-3 now because they lost to the Steelers. Going to, like all your rotation players leave to go to the Steelers.
Armstrong.
Or go to the Commanders. Like, all these things that just, like, to me, I'm like, bro, how can you sit here? How can the fan base sit here and be like, oh, it's Dak? Like, bro, it's the Jones.
I mean, I think that's just not necessarily just say the casual fan, but the fan that's not looking more deeper, seeing, like you said, we didn't go out and fill the running back hole because Dak doesn't play running back. We didn't go out and add depth because we had one cornerback coming off an ACL injury.
Yeah.
And especially after Darnell Bland.
Deron Bland goes down. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, we're fine with Diggs and Deron Bland. Okay, well, before the season started, Deron Bland got hurt. Now look where you are. Look how crucial Stephon Gilmore could have been.
Why didn't we go sign a left tackle and draft this
While
guy?
we let our left tackle walk.
I ain't gonna lie, Terrence, if you go watch, because I was telling Book the same thing. Why did we let him? I mean, he looks like trash.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he looks like absolute dog water.
He had I can't remember. I think it was the Texans game. He got that. I remember one time I was like, "Who got the hole?" I was like, "Who's holding for the Jets?" I'm like, Tyron Smith. I was like, "Dang, my boy."
But, I see, and literally, I think I was watching. Who's he? I don't know. The Jets are playing somebody in prime time. I don't know why. Yet again, and I just see him. He's like, "What? Just watch him." Very next play, Tyron Smith literally just gets swammed over.
Really?
No problem. Literally goes down the block, he swims over him.
Dang.
And I was like, okay, never mind. I see why.
Well, you left for us to join a worse record team than us.
They're just as dysfunctional
I don't even think we could beat the Jets. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think. No, the Jets would. Aaron Rodgers would come in here and have a field day on us.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers would look like he did in Green Bay.
The one bright side.
Maybe it's good we don't play the Jets.
The one bright side of this entire thing is Overshown. Overshown just looked nice. Every time he's on the field, he's looked nice.
And see, I know you're sitting there saying, trademark this, and now we're looking at the football aspect. I want to sit there and we obviously want to sit there and say, hey, Jones is the problem. Yes, 1,000,000,000% can't jump off that. But now let's look at the football aspect. Yeah. And I just kind of want to counter what you said actually about trading Micah and Diggs. No, you don't trade either one of those. You got an all-pro corner in Diggs, and he's still showing he has ability. He's playing through injury right now, multiple injuries. He's still coming off that ACL. Now he's got a calf injury. Micah Parsons, it's just either he got to figure out an attitude problem, he's got to figure out to mature or something. I mean, I still think his potential is very, very good. I agree with you on trade D-Law, 100%. You build around, I think your core is, overshadow Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs going for it, at least for the next 2-3 years. And then, obviously, Darnell Bland, hopefully, if he still comes back and does good. And then Carson hasn't been too bad.
Not like Carson.
The rookie has not. I mean, he showed he's passionate. He's got that fire. I mean, I mean, he got it in. I mean, just some development on some.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
I think Carson Overshown are. That's why I'm saying. That's why I am on the boat of trade Micah, trade Diggs, and trade Parsons or trade D-Law, just because
I don't think you trade Diggs. I'm sorry. I like
trade.
Diggs.
Diggs watching Diggs play football pisses me off because this man, I can go out there, put pads on me right now, and I can tackle way better than Trayvon Diggs can. 100%. I hate watching Trayvon Diggs tackle. Like I want to jump into the screen and like slap him. Like, bro, like I understand you've had injuries. That could be it. Maybe it's a mental thing. Tackle the other player. Like, put your hands on him. Like, don't be afraid. Like, it's always like he sells it really big and then a little bump or like a little push. Like, bro, tackle the man. And it aggravates me so much.
I think, like I said, I think it's just coming off that. I think you got to give every player a year. No, the only person we've ever seen, two people we've ever seen come back, at least football wise, that I can recall off the top of my head, is Adrian Peterson,
or from ACO,
yes, and Tom Brady.
Yeah,
only two guys that I know off the top of my head that I can think, real quick, that have came back from ACL and just been like,
lights out.
Yeah, successful.
Yeah,
the very next year. That's it. I can't name somebody else off the top of my head. I had an ACL injury.
For me, Diggs is more football. D-Law is more football reasons why I want them traded. For me, Micah is locker room and chemistry reasons why I want Micah traded.
D-Law.
I think he's just so toxic. I think he wants to be more. I think he enjoys being a celebrity more than he likes playing football right now. And I'm just tired of him like always saying some stupid thing. Even the season before the season started, with his comments about Mike Zimmer. Oh, he never had a Micah Parsons before, basically saying like, oh, I'm going to do what I want. I know that's my coach, but I'm going to do what I want. His comments about Dan Quinn, wherever Dan Quinn goes, I'm going to follow him. Like, he just has so many like dumb quotes where I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you, like, are you stupid? Like, are you slow?
And
it aggravates me, bro. And it's like, and like I said, the podcast, like how he, like, after every loss, he's on his podcast talking. Like, bro, hit the books, hit the film. Like, dude, like, why are you so? Even after his comments on Twitter, he said, "No, his next tweet was, you can hear all about this more on my podcast on the Edge." Like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. It's just like stuff like that. It frustrates me as a fan because I'm like, bro, do you talk all this mess about loving to win? You're a competitor. Like, I don't see it. Like, I don't see it at all. All I see is you on your podcast. All I see is you laughing on the sidelines and we're getting blown out at home. Like, I don't see all this stuff you talking about how you're this dog and you're all about winning and you're this fierce competitor. And
chilling out with other quarterbacks in the offseason.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
CJ Stroud.
Flirting with I'm cool with, you know what I'm saying, with like, player with player interaction on opposing teams. But it's like, bro, at this point, are you really a cowboy for life? Are you really this? Like I said, all these things you say does not correlate to how you act. That's why I want Micah gone. I get it, he's star talent. I get it, he's generational. But it's like, bro, at the end of the day, how much are you hurting compared to helping the team? And I feel like right now, he hurts the team a lot more than he helps. And then on the football aspect of it, like I said last episode, I'm tired of him playing edge rusher all the time. Tired of it.
Play linebacker. Yeah. I just think it sounds messed up. I just think he fulfilled his dream, man. He wanted to be a Cowboy. Obviously, wanted to make it. He wants to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
Let alone, he wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy, like the star, the most known brand, around the world. And I think he soaked it all up in, and he's caught up in it right now, man. I'm not giving him an excuse, but he's still a young man. Let's be real here. Millions and millions of dollars. His life, changed overnight. Obviously he put in 20 plus years of
he put work to get there.
For sure.
Yeah.
But he became, I just think he just hasn't hit him yet. And that's just me being really honest. And people can sit there and say, I just don't think he's hit him. Like, dang, it's like, I think because he's still so good himself individually and he feel like I can do it, that he doesn't realize like, oh, this is distracting. He sees it as like, man, I'm just being myself, living my dream. This is what it is. We're not, and he can't, like you said, he doesn't play every position. Now he should play another position, but
his position. No,
that's what
other position. It is his position.
Yeah, that's what I think. He's still he's 25, 24 years old.
Yeah,
he's very. He's literally our age.
No, he's super young. Yeah, he's still young.
So
he's young and a lot of money. I get it.
yes, and
Living his dream.
Now, I just think, just like anybody else, he's just the people around him, I think, haven't let him know his team. I think when you're that big, like, you got to have a team and you got to have people that
tell you no.
Yeah, tell you that. And I just think he's not living, especially with Jerry, like you said, and somebody else, what they were talking about the other day, that the player, Marcus Spears, they were talking about on a Monday Night Countdown right now, actually, speaking of it.
Yeah.
How the players are just okay with being good with Jerry. They don't have to be good with the coaches and stuff like that, and that's a culture problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I said, it all stems from him. But yeah,
for sure. But that's what I'm saying too. Like, that's just, and then, I mean, to even add on to culture, I mean, Tom Brady said it too. Like, it's just nowadays football is not, it's not culturally built no more.
Yeah.
Now, especially because it starts off in college. Now college,
NIL deals, all that stuff.
Yeah, in high school it starts off too. You got TikTok. You can. So I think, and I'm not saying the same like, but it's definitely taken away from the game and people.
No, I agree. And I think it's almost in every sport too.
Every sport, yeah. Definitely not. Definitely not just in football. It's every sport, and it's just that's what they build into. So it's now to Micah, it's a TikTok show.
Yeah.
All this, and I'm not saying like but that's why he got the podcast. That's why he's laughing on there. He's just being, and but it's like you said, like, man, you talk about this, and he's like, man, I'm trying, can't do nothing, but. You're right. I think he needs to step up, and I just think he needs to realize it before it's too late.
Yeah.
I think, cool, you got it. You got the star on your helmet. Go do something with it,
Yeah.
Besides, because all he's doing is obviously building his brand, because he's not making much.
He is building his brand 100%. I mean, you are a business when you're a football player.
Yeah, and then, I mean, he's still playing on his rookie deal. He's probably making, after taxes, maybe $2 million.
Yeah, but all the extra, he's still making, he definitely got deals.
So, for sure, yeah, and
but contract wise,
yeah, for sure. And then expecting, just seeing his.
That's another reason why I also want to trade Micah too, because you're gonna have to pay him.
Oh, he's gonna want $35 million.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to pay him, and with how we just paid Dak and CD, if you really trying to build a championship squad, I don't think you can have that 3-headed monster unless you just draft a god tier rookie class. And ride with that rookie class for the next 3 years, and hopefully you win a championship in that window span. Like if you go out and get Genty, or if you trade someone for picks and get a couple more picks and get like Genty and like a.
The only thing Jerry Jones better not do, you better not let Zach Martin walk. Zach Martin.
I think Zach Martin retiring this year.
Zach Martin, if he don't retire, because he's a free agent next year.
I think he'll be. I don't think he walks. I think he's just done with football. Especially if this year goes, unless there's just unless how it was with unless we have some sort of crazy off-season signing or blockbuster trade, or we draft we draft some life into this team, Genty or any of those guys. Unless there's just some sort of reason to stay for hope for one more year, maybe one more shot, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone.
I ain't gonna lie, he has been getting
tore
up. He's been tore up this year.
So it's like I said, unless we make some sort of blockbuster trade, or we draft crazy good, or we sign someone huge in the offseason that's coming up offseason, there's no way Zach Martin doesn't retire.
Hold on. The only good thing about all this, about the Cowboys being trash, I'm not going to lie.
What?
Their tickets are cheap.
Boy.
Cheaper. Let me rephrase. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
They're probably cheaper.
Jerry Jones.
I definitely need to see Zach Martin play at least one more time. I'm sorry. I love Zach Martin.
Yeah,
I mean, like you said, I think he plays one more year. Me personally, or at least 1 or 2 more years. Especially offensive linemen, they play for a very long time, and I think we've underpaid him. His whole career.
Yeah,
and he's taking pay cuts. So I think he might go for one more solid.
I think just because of how the season.
If the Cowboys don't give him, I think he'll view his other opportunities. He's the offensive. Come on.
Yeah, someone's gonna pay him.
I mean, let's be real here. You're gonna, even if he has a
bad year,
you're gonna look at him and be like, "This is Zach Martin."
It's the same thing with Tyron Smith.
Yeah, you've had him for. I mean, he's had 10 Pro Bowl seasons.
Yeah, some crazy number like that.
Yeah, so I don't. That's the only thing. Don't let him walk. I don't care no matter.
I personally think I think after the season,
I can see that though for sure. I just don't want him to walk. But like I said,
you gotta think about it, bro. You gotta think about it from my kid's perspective too, of the toll it takes on your body. It'd be different. I'm down to do that in meaningful games.
True.
But we're week 10? You have 7 more weeks of basically meaningless football. And you're playing in the trenches where you are gonna like your body
I'm
gonna
not
get
gonna lie. I
worked.
think Houston finna blow us out too.
Oh yeah, they are, bro. I'm telling you, I bet every Sunday basically. Me and my friend Drake, we meet together to like help each other bet. Every week I bet against the Cowboys. It's a for sure lock. That's a lock. It's a for sure
Hey,
lock.
he's like nobody's ever seen a lock. Betting
That's a
against the
for-
Cowboys,
it's a for
that's
sure
a lock.
lock.
Don't bet for them. Bet against
Like,
them.
bro, it's a for sure lock. When it
Unless they're
comes
playing
to-
the Giants.
When it comes to money, yeah, unless they're playing the Giants. Well, Dak's not playing, so bet against the Giants. Bet against the Cowboys.
True.
But no, yeah, for anytime the Cowboys are playing any team, if I'm doing money line, it's a lock. I don't care what it is.
I'm about to straight bet them whole check this week.
I'm saying, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Houston gonna do us. And
Nico's back. I need Nico to have a crazy game for fantasy.
You good? You're good.
Nico, go crazy, bro.
Hey, you picked the perfect game to come back.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't want A-Rod to come in here. I don't need no other team to come in here that's
I don't care who
struggling.
you are. You finna look like a superstar playing it.
Superstar, all pro,
I'm telling you, bro. It's just
MVP.
we had people thinking the Saints were going to the Super Bowl, bro.
Exactly.
It's just bad. It's really bad. It's that bad. Like I like making a parody of it because it's just so bad. Like I have to make fun of it now. It like in the beginning it was like, dang, I'm mad, but like now I'm like, we're just bad. Like I just
We're
own
trash.
I just own up to him. Like I don't get mad.
I'm not
like,
gonna lie.
oh.
I'm sorry, Detroit Lions fans. I'm sorry, New York Jets fans.
Why Jets?
Sorry. Well, no, because I called them a trash franchise.
But they are. We haven't played them yet, so
Yeah. The Lions smacked us. Yes.
Yeah, so that one I understand.
But I mean, as far as like just being a trash organization, because we're on the same level as them. I just thought we were. I don't know why I thought we were different.
I didn't think. I didn't think we were gonna. Like I said in that same episode, I didn't say we were gonna. After the Steelers, when I wasn't sitting there being like, "Oh, we're back. We gonna."
I
be
just
the
thought we
Super
had
Bowl.
good momentum.
I just thought we are gonna at least win more than 8 games this year. Now it's like, yeah, I think I
might get
enjoyed these 3 wins.
5. We might.
Like I enjoyed these 3 wins. These might be the only wins I had this season.
Yeah.
So that Browns game, I had a lot of hope. And then what was it? Oh, the Giants. That was a forgettable game. I even forgot that was a win. That's how forgettable it was.
Damn, we beat the Giants already?
Exactly, yeah. In New York. That was a forgettable game.
I didn't even know. The only thing I can remember from that is that one-hand catch for a CD.
And then his touchdown because he got a flag for throwing the ball at someone.
I didn't see that.
So, yeah, these forgettable wins. The Browns game I watched.
I forgot we won against the Steelers, even that.
Nah, I remember Steelers. That was a good game. Because I was stressed that entire game.
Steelers, speaking of them, they're playing some...
Great ball.
Yeah.
Russ is cooking.
I'm surprised they're at the top of the NFC North, if I'm not mistaken.
That's wild. Well, it's just because the Bengals have been god-awful this year.
Well, their defense.
Yes, but the offense started off
look
slow at first, too, though. The offense is finally clicking.
I think it's because Jamar Chase didn't get his... And Jamar Chase didn't get his bag. And I'm not going to lie, the Bengals messed up.
Excuse my language.
He's getting $40 million
he's getting money.
plus $40 million plus. He's not taking it right now, especially he having 200 yards against a division rival.
I want to publicly say I hate you, Jamar Chase. Because my fantasy matchup. That's what I publicly say. I genuinely hate you, Jamar Chase. I genuinely hate you.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting there.
Cost me my 1 seed, bro. I hate Jamar Chase.
He put up 50 points. I mean, that's
He put up 60. It was 59.8. That's
Wow.
60 in my books. I hate you.
Well, I have him in our Kimfo league,
Oh yeah, because I was trying to figure out who had him.
and I
like,
had 48. He had 48 in ours.
yeah, I literally was like, I was on. You can ask my friend Justin watches this. I was watching the game because it was big. Because I was like, all right, Derrick Henry, Thursday Night Football, let's do this.
He did good.
He did all right.
What did you do
For Derrick Henry standards,
21?
he had 14.
Oh, that was trash.
Yeah, for Derrick Henry, if it was a flex, did your job. But you're Derrick Henry, bro. I needed at least 22. At least. Like, that was your bottom.
20.
Nah, 22. I need the extra 2 yards. The extra 2 points. But no, like, I remember I was so excited to watch that game, so I bet, let's get this going. I need, like, a good Derrick Henry game, because I know Jamar's going to go crazy. He always goes crazy. He went crazy last time they played the Bengals. I just need Derrick Henry to have a good game to counteract it. It started off fine. Jamar wasn't getting that many touches. I think he like dropped like his first pass or 2 passes. I was like, bet. And then I went to go get food, and when I left, he had like 2 catches, 36 yards. I was like, bet. Good job. I'm driving. I get to the drive-thru. I get my food. I check my phone. This motherfucker had 4 catches, 119 yards, and a touchdown. I was like, bro, it's been 10 minutes. 10 minutes, like 15 minutes max. I was like, Jamar, 67-yard ball. I was like, bro, okay, cool. I just need him not to. It was like the second quarter at that point. I was like, I just need him to like
Not doing anything.
like not. I know you're gonna do some more stuff. Just don't score. You know, get like maybe like 50 more yards. Cool. Nah, man, just continue to tear it up. 28. I was like, bro, what? And then I remember I saw whenever because they were down 21 by 21, and then the Ravens scored 28 unanswered, and I was like, all right, bet, cool. Like, you know, Ravens are putting it on them, hopefully. Because at first it was 21-7, whatever it was. It was 21, and I was like, bet, like, I need the Bengals just to like keep like beat them so bad to where you take out Jamar Chase, like, please. And then I watched the Ravens score 3 straight, only one Derrick Henry touchdown. I was so mad. Mark Andrews touchdown, and I can't remember who. Oh, it was Williams. That he had that crazy play where he like they thought he went out of bounds.
Yeah,
they thought he did.
Got that.
Yeah, and I'm also mad too because I thought about starting Rashad Bateman and I didn't, and he ended up playing better. I mean, it was 7 points; it wouldn't matter. I was going to lose anyways, but the 7 points at the time would have made me feel more hopeful. And so I'm like, all right, cool. And then after the Ravens take the lead, next play, first play, boom, bomb to Jamar Chase. I was just like, yep, I'm done, clocking out. Like, forget, I hate this game. This is stupid. I hate you, Jamar Chase. I was so mad. And you know, my friend Drake was talking mess in our chat. I was like, bro, this is so annoying. And yeah, it started off hopeful. Chuba Hubbard had a fantastic game. My boy had almost 100 yards at halftime. He finished the game with, I think, like 150 or 130.
Yeah, 150.
Yeah, and a tutty and a fumble. And then I had hope there. And then as every game progressively kept playing, my hope went down, because it was just rough, bro. I just hate Jamar Chase. Cost me 1 seat.
Actually, let me get a live update right now. Actually.
Over the game?
Yeah.
The Tua game? Yeah. I'm going to see. Basically, Kyron Williams is who he has left to play. It's going to be a matter of how much does he beat me by. That's what we're on right now. Because it was rough, man. I just want to say I hate you, Jamar Chase. The Dolphins are up 10-0. A Malik Washington rushing touchdown. Ooh. Oh, wait. Malik Washington, 18 yards. Yeah. Malik Rush, and then a field goal from a 50-yard field goal. Matt Stafford has 28 yards and an interception. So, in conclusion, had my team performed, I probably would have won, because right now, I'm assuming Kyron Williams is doing horrible. He has 8 yards. Yeah. So maybe that 7 points would have actually mattered that I'm talking about.
Man, Cooper Kupp, you got 3 points?
Yeah, they're playing like trash right now. And that also made me mad too. I got mad last night because I was watching that Lions-Texans game. I turned it off at halftime because I was like, bro, the Lions are playing like trash. Montgomery's playing like trash. Amar's playing like trash. Goff's playing like... I'm done. I was like, I'm not winning. And then they had a decent second half, but I needed that to happen for the full game.
Yeah.
So that pissed me off too.
No, what made me mad was my kicker, bro.
Who, for GFL or for
GFL.
GFL.
No, GFL. Got the number one. I got the number one kicker in the NFL right now. Well, as far as fantasy, at least on ESPN rank.
Wow. Oh, he got out. He was out.
Yeah.
Dang.
I couldn't replace him, and I would have replaced him with his backup, who got 11.
I'm glad.
I would be in game.
I'm glad I didn't start Nico. I was at first. I was like, dang, Nico got cleared off injury reserve, and he's questionable. I should have started him, and then he didn't play. So I'm glad I didn't start him.
I need Cooper Kupp to get a long touchdown, so I can go ahead and call it. I'm down. It's 95-103, me and Mighty Mavs.
I want to say Jake Ferguson. I knew he was going to sell me. I just didn't think he was going to sell me. But the fact that Jake Ferguson was our leading receiver with 24 yards, it's crazy.
We threw 60.
Yeah, Cooper Rush had 45 yards.
And then Trey Lance had 21.
This is all you people out there that were like, give Cooper Rush a shot. Give Trey Lance a shot. Dak Prescott would look better without him.
I mean, they're going to see it now. You got 7 games of these guys.
Yeah. We're going to see how great this offense would have been since apparently Dak's just this team killer.
And here's what we hear first. Oh, it's just the first game, guys.
No, literally.
You know, Cooper Rush has already lost to Philadelphia. They're a good team, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, we'll see when they play Houston next week. I think Philadelphia's defense and Houston are about the same.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll see. They're playing a very similar team, but the offense is
a lot better.
I think a lot more consistent. Well, quarterback-wise.
Well, recently, no.
Recently,
no. Philly's been way more consistent. They finally have found their stride. Well, it's also been because Texans' receiver core is injured.
My first-round pick just went down the drain. I just
realized. Who was it again?
CD.
Oh, yeah, it went down the drain. Well, no. It depends. Because you're in a weird situation right now where, as a backup quarterback, I'm probably going to feed my star receiver. So it's like a maybe. You're just more so on a coin flip now with CD.
The only thing that made me mad is the only reason I didn't pick Derrick Henry because
My guy.
I didn't think he was just going to be. I thought Lamar was going to take a lot of the stuff away, that was so stupid. He's expanded, and I didn't pick Saquon just because he was a Philadelphia Eagle. And that's literally why.
It's not stupid. It's understandable, and I respect it.
I'm so heated because I should have just picked him, bro. I'd have been good. And I was thinking about it.
Well, to be fair, Saquon went last in the first round. He went to Millie.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and then he got Alvin Kamara.
But Kamara hasn't really done stuff since that first 4 weeks, though.
Yeah.
So that was like more of a short-term
should have sold him.
Success. You should have sold him. I was high. Yeah, I would have taken a trade back then. Nah, actually, no, I lied. I wouldn't have. I didn't believe in the Saints. I don't know why I said that. I wouldn't believe in the Saints. But someone would have in that league. Someone would have sold high on him.
And I would have.
That's how I felt about Josh Jacobs. I should have just sold Josh Jacobs early. I
feel like he's picked up the last couple games.
He has, but the problem with running backs.
You have him in our GFL league?
Yes, I have him in GFL. The problem with running backs in fantasy football, it's not like receivers, where the more yards you get, it's like running backs are touchdown dependent. Like a good game from a running back isn't 10 carries, 140 yards. That's a good game. Like that's a good NFL game. It's only 14 points from a running back perspective.
Yeah. Like
touchdowns is what makes or breaks running backs. And I thought that I thought Josh Jacobs would be used a lot more in the passing game, and I thought he would score a lot more. I thought he'd be like a goal line touchdown guy, or a passing, like, they're 10 yards out, a dump route, he runs it in type thing, or in the flats.
Yeah.
And he has not done that. He has been good football wise, like from the standard of an NFL player, he's picked it up. But fantasy wise, he is still underperforming as an RB2. He's like flex. He's like flex.
Yeah.
Flex potential right now. So I drafted him as my number 2. If I go back in time, I think I wouldn't be able to, I think I would have been able to get him. I would want to get Gibbs instead. That way I would have had Montgomery, Gibbs, and Henry. I would have had the rushing attack of Detroit with Henry.
That would have been beautiful.
That would have been beautiful. That would have been, no matter what happens in that Detroit Lions game, I'm winning.
Yeah. I'm
winning. Shout out Chuba Hubbard, though. Love you, bro. Thank you for saving my running back room. Greatest waiver wire pickup. But yeah, I should have sold Josh Jacobs while I had him. While I had the chance to. I sold him way too late in the season to where everyone's kind of like, I'm good. I should have sold him like after week 1. Hey, Jordan Love got hurt. They're gonna run the ball. Because they didn't, or they did, he just didn't do anything with it. I'm like, they're gonna run the ball. Trust me, I'll trade you for this person. Yeah, no, I should have. I almost traded Nico, and I'm glad I didn't. I was this close. Trading Nico.
50-50 on if I should have traded CD at first.
Can't anymore. We already passed our way.
I know. I'm saying like at first. Remember when
yeah. Oh, yeah, when the season started, yeah, I remember you already asked me before before the first game. You were asking me.
I was asking everybody. I wanted to see what everybody would give up.
Nah, I wasn't gonna trade Amara. And if I would have traded Amara, I don't even know who I would have tried to go out and get. Because no one, like, all the other guys I would have probably gotten, like maybe AJ Brown, but that wouldn't have worked out for me. I'm trying to think of how I would have felt like back then. Because I knew like the top 3 guys wasn't giving up. Like Drake wasn't going to give me Jamar.
Yeah.
Milton wasn't going to give me Justin Jefferson. Who does Millie have? Puka. No, I wouldn't want Puka.
Millie got both Justin and Saquon and Alvin?
No. Milton has J. Jettas. Toast Mahomes Millie has...
I was like, what?
I
was like, man, how did we
Boy, no, there's no way I'm going to let him get J. Jettas and Saquon. No.
I mean, he could... Well, no.
Nah, because J. Jettas went first round.
Yeah.
He was the pick before me, or after me, because Milton got him right after me. Because I was debating J. Jettas or Amara St. Brown. And I was like, I'm going to trust my gut and go with Amara.
You paid out.
Yes, no. J. Jettas is the second best receiver in fantasy right now. Amara is, I think, top 15. Let me look. Amara is 6.
CD's 5.
Because I was telling you, if I would have drafted J. Jettas, I would have had number 2 and number 1.
Oh yeah.
I would have had Nico and J. Jettas. Well, now Jamar is number 1, obviously, but before he got hurt, Nico was number 1 and J. Jettas number 2. So that would have been beautiful. But hey, now we know next year. Yeah, Kyron Williams has 0.1 points. So as it stands right now, had I started Rashad Bateman, I would have won. I would have beat Drake by a point. Because he has 11 yards and a fumble. And he has negative 10 receiving yards.
The crazy thing is because it's probably because his yards were boosted on chalkboard. I seen.
Oh really?
Yeah, his yards 84 yards over.
For who? Jamar?
Yeah, if you can. Oh,
well, it's because last time he played the Bengals, he had 150 yards.
Who?
Jamar.
No, Kyron.
Oh, Kyron. Okay.
Kyron's was boosted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's probably not going to hit. If you got overs over him, he's probably not going to hit. You see this too late. My bad, but yeah.
Yeah. 10. Yeah, last time Jamar played the Bengals, and I should have known because last time Jamar played the Bengals, he had 10 catches for 193 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I should know he's going to be on some crazy timing this week. But I felt it in my bones to start Rashad Bateman. I felt it in my bones, and I was like, no, I'm gonna start Quentin Johnson because they were playing the Titans. It was Chargers versus Titans.
Yeah.
So he just came off a 100-yard 2-touchdown game. I was like, Herbert's probably gonna trust him, and I mean he got a touchdown, but he had 2 catches, 24 yards, a touchdown. It was 10 points. So it was like, as a flex, that's great. As a wide receiver 2, no, I need you to get at least 15 as a wide receiver 2, at least 15. So yeah, no, it was and the guy I really wanted to put in that receiver 2 spot was Jacoby Myers, but he was on a bye. Because he's ever since they traded Devontae, he's been on a heater.
For real?
Yeah, because he was a number receiver last year.
Yeah,
but then they brought Devontae in, and now we have Bowers, so it kind of. But now that Devontae's gone, it's him and Bowers. Because the game before Week 9, he had 8 catches, 105 yards. So he had 18 points. And then the week before that, he had 6 catches, 52 yards and a touchdown, 17 points. So he's been cooking. But he was on a bye this week, and so I picked up Quentin Johnson off the waiver wires. But I should have started Rashad Bateman. I should have. And he had that, and it was it was great until he had that it was like late in the fourth quarter touchdown.
Yeah.
And I was like, bruh, I hate you, Rashad Bateman. Why are you so inconsistent?
I feel like that's football, man.
But it's okay, bro. I'm making playoffs. That's what I was telling Drake yesterday. I was like, bro, like, you can win this. Cool, ha, ha, ha. Have your little win. But, we're both making playoffs.
He swept you, right?
Huh?
He swept you?
Yeah, because because Saquon dropped that pass week 2.
I'm just trying to get into playoffs.
Yeah, I'm
4 or 5.
Unless I just have a complete meltdown fantasy-wise, I'm making playoffs. And
I got the second highest chance in my division.
Yeah. And what do you call it? I was telling Drake that it's basically a first round bye because I play Fred. So I'm not worried about playing Fred. Sorry, Fred, I'm not worried about playing you. So
I'll give you a call. You sorry.
It's basically a first round bye. Because right now, how it stands, the current playoff seeding for the GFL. Drake is a first round bye. You have Nahun as a first round bye, and then me versus Fred and Paco versus Millie versus Toast.
Dang, I don't even make it.
You're out in the consolation. You be playing Sway.
No, it's not gonna finish like that.
He needs Sway to lose this today, but he didn't. He beat the brakes off of Nahun.
For reals?
Yeah, it's right now. It's currently 125 to 167.
Nahun, you sorry. Hey, I got the same record as it.
Hey, he made a comeback though. Sway made a comeback. Luckily, y'all's division is not as dominant as ours are. So y'all have him.
What are you talking about? Yours is trash.
What do you mean?
No, you got two of your players haven't reached 4 wins. All of our players got 4 wins plus. Y'all just got 2.
We have 3.
What are you talking about?
7-2, 6-3, 6-3.
No, but I'm talking about you got 2 that don't even got 4 wins.
Yeah, I know.
They're trash.
But I'm saying for him, like, look.
What do you mean?
For Sway, because Sway was like 3-5. And y'all were all like before. Oh. That's what I'm saying. Like he's lucky. Like if he was in our division, he would not be making playoffs.
He'd be 4th in yours.
Yeah, he wouldn't be making playoffs.
5th.
That's what I'm saying. He would be making. If he was in our conference, he would not be making playoffs. Because me.
Well, right now it wouldn't be him. Like you said, he wouldn't make playoffs right now. Right now it would be.
I know, but he has a higher. Since he's in your conference, he has for us right now. Because since y'all are more or less the same record. He has a higher chance to make playoffs. If he was in ours, he would be done for because he would be that lock at that 4, and it would be harder for him to move up in the standings. Because my brother and Milton are not making playoffs, unfortunately.
Yeah, no,
unless they just went out and maybe catch up to y'all. But right now they're cooked.
We got a couple more.
Especially Milton. Milton's super cooked.
Yeah, Milton's done.
But I feel bad because his was just injury, bro. He just had the injury bug all year long.
So you're trying to look at my.
At one point, I called his team a whole lot of red because he's had a whole bunch of
red injuries.
Injuries. It was bad. I should have made a post like that. That would have been funny.
I bet I'm trying to silence this so I can look at.
But I mean,
all what matters is playoffs.
Yeah,
as long as I get in, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Drake. I was like, I really don't care. As long as I'm in the playoffs, I'm cool.
Because you get in, you got a chance. I don't care about anything.
Yeah,
obviously regular season matters. Hey, right now, but I mean, everybody's. It's any given Sunday. It's clearly been shown.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing for well, actually, never mind. I won't say the point. That's not true. If anything, that actually applies to me. And Brock Purdy did his best to try to help me. He had 48, but he almost had a 50 bomb. So shout out Brock.
I mean, 350, 2 tutties,
Yeah, no, it was almost 4. I think he almost threw for 400. Oh no, 350, 2 tutties. Yeah, 353. I thought it was 383.
I'm on my bench. I don't know why. My other league, my ABB league,
yeah, you should start that boy. Tampa Bay's defense is cooked.
Well, and that's what I'm still saying. That's why I don't like. I like our league settings because, like, as far as scoring.
Yeah.
Because Brock Purdy only had like 25.
Oh, and that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he had a 50. Almost
let me see what he had.
That's because we have the whole 10 point equals a yard, or every 10 yards equals a point.
I think that helps out. That's why we get such high scoring, and I think that works out perfect.
Yeah. It just makes the quarterback position.
Okay, because Caleb Williams put up 6 points.
Okay, Williams.
Yeah, Brock Purdy put up 23.
Yeah.
0.8, nearly double the points with in our league.
Yeah. I'm gonna win the family league too. At least I'm doing great in the family league. I'm gonna be 7-3.
I think I'm like 6-3, 6-2.
Yeah, you are
6-2,
6-3. You're about to be 7-3 like me. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's been it's been a good first season so far. I'm just trying to thug it out. Like you said, I'm just trying to have a chance in the playoffs.
As long as I get in, I think like I said, I got a chance. It's like players do good when players don't do good when we need to. Like when you start that one player, it's like, okay, 50-50.
Yeah.
The thing what's honestly saved my season, that's what hurt me. What's hurting me right now is the kicker from Washington. Picked him up. He was on waiver wires. He's been stupid coach since number one kicker. And the tight end from Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Otten.
Yeah, and then Everett Ingram, since he's been back, them two. So I got 2 of the top 5, like top 7 tight ends. Well, top 5 because there's only like 5-7 tight ends.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them. So I think that's what helps me out. I think just what hurts me is my running back room sucks. Aaron Jones, Brian Robinson's been hurt. Travis sucks. Travis Etienne sucks. And Kareem Hunt's been pretty good.
Kareem Hunt's been good. That was one of your better
pickups as well.
For me, it's just been Nico, bro. Nico going down. I mean, I did a good job. I'm about to be 3-2 from the weeks Nico's been out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my team did its job in terms of not just falling apart when Nico went down, but Nico not playing in those games. It's just I really needed Nico for this matchup with Drake because that would have been my only person that could have helped me with the Jamar problem.
I mean, there's still a lot of time left in the league.
No, there's still a lot of time. I mean, like I said, unless
Drake's got to drop a couple though, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I just don't see that happening with I think the rest of his schedule is easy from here on out. That's the reason why. I think that's why this game was so big. And then, like I said, Fred freaking ruining it last week. He would have beaten him had he started his starting players. Goofer. Anyways, sorry.
We know what you mean.
Let me look because I don't think the rest of Drake's schedule is rough or is that bad. Because mine, I have. Oh, really? Okay, honestly, my schedule's not that bad. I have Milton, Fred, Toast Mahomes, and my brother. So actually, I don't have that bad of a schedule either.
Let me see the rest of my schedule actually.
Drake has Millie, Toast Mahomes, Sway, you, and Tank for 3. I need you to do me solid, bro. Week 13, I need you to do me solid.
I got you, bro.
Need you. Come through for me, bro. I need you to come through for me. And then I need Milton, my boy Millie, tells my homes, I need you to. I'm gonna text him right now. I need you to come through me next week, bro. Put your game face on next week. I need you to talk to your players, get a game plan going, because I need you this next week, bro.
The thing is, his team isn't even like that crazy. Just really, he's got the 3-headed monster right there.
No, his team's nice. His team is
Jamar
nice.
Chase. Oh, James Cook. Oh, yeah.
His team's nice.
Damn, how do we let that happen? We sorry.
Well, to be fair, James Cook wasn't necessarily a guarantee lock coming into the season.
No, but I mean, I picked up him other leagues. He's pretty good.
Yeah, no, he ended up being good, but going into the season, I wasn't expecting him to
Crazy.
have...
Jonathan Brooks still ain't even touch the field.
Yeah,
the rookie out of Texas.
That's been a blessing for me, because that just means Chuba Hubbard getting all the love. Because I almost thought about not starting Chuba because I'm like, I've been watching the Jonathan Brooks injury report like I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, bro. Because I need to know if that man's starting.
Speaking of Carolina Panthers, I love that they're winning. I like Bryce Young. Everybody was just
I like Bryce Young too.
Just getting so
hateful on him.
Yeah, and talking so much, trade him, this and that, and then teams already calling about him and stuff like that, which shows like, hey, we still got faith in you. But it's like, dang, like I've been here less than 2 years.
Yep. Already on the chopping block, basically.
Yeah, like, so I'm glad that they're, I hope he does something.
I want to say my biggest fantasy blunder, bro, was dropping Dallas Goedert so early in the season. Especially with how the tight end position is just so very scarce. I have to rock with Jake Ferguson now, and the Cowboys offense is just poo cheese. So it's like, gotta hope he just has one of those weird games where he just gets a lot of love. But with a backup quarterback, I don't think it's gonna happen because that was Dak's favorite target. Like there was literally a play. It was I think it was our third drive in the Eagles game. It was a third down, third and long, and Cooper Rush threw it to Jalen Tolbert, and they got a PI off of it. But when they showed the replay, had Cooper Rush waited like 2 more seconds, he had Jake Ferguson up the seam for probably a touchdown, if not a big gain of like 30, 40 yards. And I was like, if that was Dak would have hit Jake Ferguson because that's his favorite target, besides CD, obviously. And I'm like, it just hurt me because I'm like, I have to deal with Jake Ferguson for the next 6 weeks of football. So I hopefully I can.
What's been my biggest is dropping Minnesota's defense.
Really? I hold on to them like crazy. They didn't do me justice this week.
I thought they did like 10-15 this week.
They did. They gave me 15, but the Bills defense gave me 19.
What? That's solid, bro.
No, it's solid, but it's not solid whenever you need every point matters in a game.
I mean, yeah, but if your defense putting up 10, 15, 10, 12
all I'm saying is if I started the Buffalo defense, I would. Oh no, I have to start Buffalo defense and Bateman.
If you would start just like everybody else, if we would have started anybody else,
Bateman, I should just.
They've been the number one defense.
I'm just sick, bro. I really wanted to beat this man because this man was talking so much trash.
They've been the number one defense. Yeah, I dropped them after Green Bay, which was stupid. New York Jets had 19. Detroit, they had 13. Indy 12. Jacksonville 15. Yeah, I should have. If I wouldn't have dropped them, I'd be in a better position right now.
Not for me, it was Goddard because Goddard's been a reliable tight end. And you know who picked him up? Tels Mahomes.
The crazy thing is, he says he don't care about football. That's crazy.
Yeah, because he's more of a soccer guy.
And it's crazy because he drafted so well.
Well, he like follows football. He knows football. He's more of a soccer basketball guy.
Got you.
Because when he came to the States, he didn't start getting into football until like I think he told me 20.
Because he's a Rams fan, no?
2015. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Rams fan.
I
can see why he didn't care about football.
He just got into football not too long ago.
I can see why he didn't care about football at first.
Why?
St. Louis fan. I mean, yeah, they just won one, you know.
Yeah, he hasn't been. I can't remember. He told me he literally has a conversation at work like a week ago. He told me whenever he got into football. It was recently. I don't think he's been a football fan for longer than a decade. So more than 10 years. Like he just got into football not too long ago.
A decade's a pretty long time. So like 5 years ago?
No, 10 years being a football fan. I feel like that's not that long.
I guess, yeah.
I've been a football fan since Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. That's a long time.
True.
So I mean,
what's his name?
So he's more of a basketball soccer guy for sure.
I used to play with him. Is Quincy Williams, number 17 for the Dallas Cowboys?
The quarterback?
Yeah.
Quincy Carter?
That's what Quincy Carter. There you go. There you go. Damn.
But yeah, no.
We're down bad. John Kitna.
Oh, John Kitna.
That's
What was his name? We used to call my friend's dad used to call him Cabbage Patch. What was his name? It was during the Roma era. He played for the Texans after he left us. Oh my
Kyle
god.
Orton?
No, not Kyle. Was it Kyle Orton? Let me look it up. My friend's dad used to call him Cabbage Patch because when he had his helmet on, he looked like a Cabbage Patch Kid. No, it wasn't Kyle Orton. I gotta look it up. Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks, and then I remember who was the one that who was the pretty boy we had for a backup quarterback for a little bit. He had that. Remember that time that he had an infamous play was that he threw that Hail Mary bomb to Dez in the Eagles game where Dez like caught over a whole bunch of people and like did the splits to his toe tap in. You know who I'm talking about?
You got me on that one. I remember Kellen Moore being the backup for a little bit.
Yeah, remember those years too.
And Kyle Cooper, obviously. Who was Romo's backup?
That's who I'm talking
it's
about.
Kyle Orton.
It was somebody. I think it was Kid. Now that I'm thinking of, I could be thinking of Kid. Yeah, I know you already said.
Kid's got short hair.
No, but he looked like Cabbage Patch with the helmet on. I look up the. Kyle Orton was terrible though. I remember those days.
He was trash. Andy Dalton's been a quarterback for us too. Dak Prescott. Trey Lance.
Matt Castle is the pretty boy I was talking about. Matt Castle. He had that play.
He did play. Well, I don't know. I don't remember the Dez play with us, but I remember. I don't even remember he played for us. I remember him. My stint with him. The way I remember Matt Castle was for when he played for the Patriots after when Tom Brady got injured.
Yeah.
And they still made the playoffs.
Yeah, because that's when I remember we got him. Everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna be fine." Stars win, by the way, 7-1.
Wow, 6. You only put up 1 and after that?
I mean, you don't really need to. It's hockey. If you score 6 in the first period, I'm giving up on the other team.
I mean,
that's just like soccer. If someone scores 6 on you in the first half, you being like, all right, next game. Like you're not worried about it.
I guess, yeah. I just figured they put up, 8, 10.
Nah.
I mean, you put up 6, you carry over.
I'm just glad we won because we've been on a slump. We started off
slow.
No, we started off hot and then we've been slow ever since then. We dropped the past like 4 or 5 games. Cause we.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been paying attention to because I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where. I'm about to ask him actually. My Discord that I be betting with.
Yeah.
My guy security clips. I don't know where he at. I'm like, bro, you was hidden. What's going on?
Yeah.
So he was in the chat early there at the beginning of the season, and then he's gone now. I don't know if maybe him and Secure Ties didn't
work out.
Yeah. Shout out Secure Picks. I mean, shout out to them. I'm not, promoting bet or anything, but I do use their Discord.
Yeah. We started off 7-2, and then since then we've dropped the past.
Yeah, we did
4 out of 3 games.
We did start off real hot.
Yeah, we were 7-2, and then the past 4 games we dropped 3 of them. So we won this. So we went from being 7-2 to 8-5. Now we're 9-5. So I'm glad we got the win to get the shit back on track. To be fair, we did play really good comp. We played the Panthers.
Defending champs.
Twice. We lost them both times, and then we played the Jets. What do you call it? The Winnipeg Jets, who are currently 14-1.
Oh wow!
So I think they're 14-1 right now. So I mean, we play hard comp, but you should at least win one of them games.
I mean, yeah, you've been to West Conference Finals twice.
But I'm not worried about Stars. They'll be all right.
Yeah, it's long. Beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's a long season. The same thing about the Mavs. It's a long season. Early in the season. I'm out tripping. But yeah, man, I'm just really wanting that dub this week in GFL, man. But can't win them all. I'm still gonna make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I need you. I want to say I want Milton. Yeah, Milton can do me a solid. I just need to beat him. I need to Toast Mahomes. I need to beat Toast Mahomes when I see him again. So he can do me a solid to win. I need both y'all to win to give me a 2-game little catch up on.
You need me to win. I need me to win. What you doing?
At this point, no, I actually do need both of y'all to win because at this point now, since he swept me, I can't tie with him anymore. I have to have a better record than him. So I need both of y'all to win because I'm not.
Half your division sucks.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask Tank for 3 to win. I mean, maybe he might sneak a win out, but
yeah, because we remember he upsetted me. I didn't think he was.
And he upsetted. Who was it?
Sway.
Was it Sway?
I think Sway was his first win, or was it you?
No, it was my brother.
Oh, his brother. Yeah, there you go.
Because he beat both my brothers, you and my brother. Yeah. So I need them to come through. I'm not betting on it because I don't see Tank beating them, but my last chances are between you and Toasty. And maybe Sway, because Sway's been hot lately, so maybe Sway.
I think that's who's coming out of our me and Sway.
You and Sway? Because 4 don't make it. Only 6 of us make it. Yeah, only 6 make
so
it.
3.
3 and 3. So for us, it's me, Drake, and Millie.
Drake. I think it's me, Nahun.
As it stands right now, is Nahun, Fred, and Paco.
Fred ain't gonna make it.
I don't know. He auto picking and auto starting his lineups, and he's still somehow in the playoff mix. I feel bad. You know how bad Milton's team is right now, bro? This man lost to Fred, who had 2 players out. He had Ayuk still in IR and Pittman, who was ruled out. So he had 2 donuts on his side, and Milton still lost. Now, to be fair, Milton's entire team played like trash. Like, they all had his entire team had a bad game simultaneously. He had DeAndre Swift only put up 7.5 points. Jalen Warren only put up 9.5 points. Justin Jefferson only put up 9.8 points. Deebo Samuel was probably his best receiver-wise. He had 12.6. Gesicki only put up 7. Tank Dell only put up 8.3. His 2 highest players were Kyler Murray, 46, and the kicker for the Detroit Lions with 12. So his quarterback and his kicker showed up. And some kind of maybe Deebo. Everybody else didn't show up.
Fantasy football for you, sub me out.
And it didn't help that Fred has Lamar. 60-point bomb on his head. So
who was that against us? Bengals?
Yeah, the Bengals, Lamar.
The first game?
No. This is what happened this week.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking about this week.
Oh, still one. Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. He had 2 donuts. He had Ayuk and then Pittman in his lineup. And it didn't go well for him. I should have traded. You know who I should have traded for? But I don't think Fred would have even saw it. I should have traded early for Sam Laporta. If I wouldn't have dropped, I should have traded Jake Ferguson for Laporta or something like that. Because I feel like Fred would have accepted that deal. But yeah, no, it's rough, man.
Not if you're a Chiefs fan. You're 9-0.
Hey,
damn Chiefs fan. It's okay.
Do you think they? No. You don't think they come out?
Oh,
like when Super Bowl is here?
I think they're definitely the favorites. I don't. There's definitely, you don't look past them. Yeah, 100% they're the favorites. I mean, they're only proving that no matter what they can win.
Yeah, I feel like this is the first year Lamar beats them in the playoffs. I have a feeling in my bones.
You got some. Maybe you need to stop drinking milk. It's bad for your bones. I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes showing. I don't know. Maybe it's just the NFL.
It's only because Patrick Mahomes is having a bad year. I feel like this is the best chance.
Excuse my language, but fuck, if this is Patrick Mahomes' bad year, his team is 9-0. Then because the NFL's in trouble for the next 15 years
because his team is playing well,
and that's all that matters. I mean,
I understand that
he's done it the last 3-4 years.
I'm saying though, I just feel like if this is the year to get Patrick Mahomes, is this year while he's playing bad by his standards.
I just think who said it the other day? It was one of the analysts. It don't matter. They've proven that they can win with him playing good, without him playing good, and also Patrick Mahomes has proven in the playoffs he just needs the ball. As long as he's got the ball, it doesn't. As long as he's got a shot, it's their game.
Yeah,
they've shown it every single time, not just this year, in past prior years. I don't know anybody who's beaten them in overtime.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying like
they won't. I think the Chiefs have no chance. Obviously, I think the Chiefs can still win the Super Bowl. I just have a feeling that this is the first year that
I don't see no. I don't
not
see
first year because Joe knocked them out, but
Bills.
I don't see the Bills. No, I don't think the Bills are gonna. I don't trust the Bills.
I don't see them.
I think the only hope for the AFC is the Ravens right now.
I don't see the Bengals because of the defense, and I don't see the Ravens because of the defense either.
I think the Ravens are the only hope in the AFC. There's no one else. There's no one else I can think of in the AFC that I'm like, all right, you might be able to do it.
All right, this is a dark horse, just like stupid dark horse.
Don't say Steelers.
Stupid dark horse, like stupid. I'm not saying like beat them. I'm saying like for them to be like, oh shit, like because we didn't expect them to be this good this year. Steelers. I'm not saying like dark horse to beat. I'm just saying like dark horse to be like, oh dang, we didn't even think they'd playoff, let alone maybe a second round. Trust me, but I despise Steelers because I
don't think the Steelers are good. You gotta look at who they played so far too. I don't like to play this game, but
You sound like a Dallas Cowboy fan, bro.
it does hold.
Oh, you are a Dallas Cowboy
It
fan.
does hold
Yeah.
some merits.
They've
Giants. The win against Commanders is their best one of the year, hands down.
and they've gotten better. They've shown that they've gotten better with Russ.
And that was 27-28. These are their last 3 matchups before that: the Giants, the Jets, and the Raiders.
I'll give you the Raiders and Jets.
Before that, they lost to the Cowboys, and then before that, they lost to the Colts. They beat the Chargers,
But
beat the Broncos, beat the Falcons.
who were they also? Who was their quarterback?
Justin Fields. I get it. I know with Russ. And
With Russ, they're what, 2-1, 3-1,
3-0 actually.
3-1.
He-
He lost against us.
No, he wasn't starting.
Yeah,
That was
he did.
Justin Fields.
Oh, he did.
That was Justin Fields.
Oh, that's why we won.
He's only played 3 games: the Jets game, the Giants game, and the Steelers game. I know because I picked him up after the Jets game because I watched that Jets game. I was like, ooh. I will say
GFL?
this. Yes.
Well, he's on the waiver wire right now.
Oh no, I'm in the family league. Sorry.
Go pick him up. No, I'm just
He's good. He's been doing me justice in the family.
I got Josh Allen. I'm good.
I will say this to devil's advocate my own point. They have averaged what? Let's do the math real quick. 26, 28. They have averaged about 30 points per game since Russ has came. So, direction-wise,
They're trending up for sure.
yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Here's
sleeper.
Here's rest of their schedule though. Ravens next week. Browns win. Bengals
Win. I'm sorry. Right now, the way the Bengals defense is playing,
I don't care. The Bengals are. I think the Bengals still win that game, and they're at home. Bengals are at home.
okay.
Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns again, dub. Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals.
I do got a tough schedule. So let me.
That's right. I see them guarantee winning 2 games with the Browns, splitting with the Bengals, and losing the rest of them.
I can see that.
So So the next what? 1, 2, 3. The next 7 games. Oh no, 8 games. Sorry, can't do math. I forgot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the next 8 games, you only win 3. So 3 and 5. So their finishing record would be
10-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sleeper. I didn't sit there and say they were going to top 5 teams.
That's why I said I don't know about sleeper because the rest of their schedule is tough.
Well, I mean, I say
Now, if they win one of those Ravens games, all right, cool. We talking business now.
I'm just saying, like, if they, the way they're, like I said, the way they're trending. That's why I said sleep. That's what I said. If you go back and rewind it, the good thing we got this recorded. It said sleeper, dark horse. Like that was 3 sleeps in. That's a lot of sleeps.
I'm just saying, last time our sleeper pick was the Lions losing to the Cowboys, and look how that happened.
No, that was my sleeper pick, and I was talking.
That's what I'm saying, and your sleeper pick right now is the Steelers. And it doesn't bode well for the Steelers. Steeler fans, you've been cursed by Daniel. Sorry.
I'll take.
You're the what do you call it? Charles Barkley. When Charles Barkley says something about a team, the opposite always happens. You know what he said? The Dallas Mavericks won't win the NBA Finals this year. Thank you, Charles Barkley. Guaranteed. Put the
I'm not
bets
going
in.
to speak on that. I just hope. I can hope for them.
I'm not gonna speak on it either. I don't bet. Rob tried to bet me. I was like, I don't bet on my team. Sorry, bro. I had bad luck in the history of doing that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to pick. That's why I said I didn't want to pick CeeDee Lamb. That
And you
juju.
did. Thanks, bro. It's not the Jones' fault. It's Daniel's fault, y'all.
Knew I should have picked Christian McCaffrey.
Boy, he had a horrible. He didn't have a horrible. And he was gonna have a. I knew he was gonna have a rough game back. He hasn't played football in so
I
long.
mean, fantasy wise, put up 16.
For Christian McCaffrey, that's horrible.
Horrible, but I'll take it for our first game back.
Yeah.
That's more than Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
He probably got more points than Travis Etienne for the whole season.
Yeah. Off that one game. No.
sorry, Travis.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have just been
Poo cheese.
trash.
Brian Thomas has actually been good. That's been a part, except
That's
the
the
last.
bright spot of that entire team.
because without Trevor Lawrence, he didn't do anything. He put
Mac
up
Jones was cooking at first though. And that Vikings.
What are you talking about? Was he cooking ramen?
He scored, bro.
He
That
scored the run.
The first drive, he drove down the field. I was
Yeah,
surprised.
and
And then
then-
afterwards, yeah, it was trash.
And then they finally were like, "Oh, you know what? We got film.
I said, wait, we're playing Mac Jones.
This guy's trash."
Let's lock in.
I ain't gonna lie. With another story, speaking of quarterbacks, what you call it? Caleb Williams being 0-2 against his failure first rounders. Drake May lost, and Jalen Daniels lost.
Jalen Daniels lost, yeah. I don't think it's his fault though. Why he's Oh, they're playing like trash. Just don't think he has no O-line. Same thing Justin Fields had a problem with, no O-line.
I think he tries to do same thing as Justin Fields. He just tries to extend the play too much, and then
also too, his receivers are also hurt. All they brought in got hurt. Like Keenan Allen has barely touched the football field this year. Which I'm glad I didn't draft him. I almost did. He was on my board and I didn't draft him. Sorry, Paco. I know you got him instead.
What you call it? Then DJ Moore has been not necessarily a diva, but he's definitely expressed that.
Yeah,
he's not happy.
He's not happy. I am.
Because with Justin Fields, he was like, bro, I was getting the ball.
He was getting the ball at first with Caleb, and then I don't know what happened. Now my Chef, shout out, I feel like I mentioned Chef Mike every episode, but Chef Mike was talking about how he wants to trade DJ Moore as a Bears fan.
You just signed him to a 4-year deal.
Hey, bro.
What?
This is the Chicago people.
See, that's what made me mad.
That's that Windy City love.
That's that Jerry Jones type stuff. Mari Cooper signed him to a 5-year deal.
Hey,
trades him for
you know what's crazy? We
traded
a 4th rounder for Mingo, who didn't even play in his first Cowboys game.
Why?
He was hurt or something. I literally right before the game started, it was Jonathan Mingo out. I was like, then what? All right.
My thing is, if you're gonna go trade for any receiver, why don't you go trade for Johnson? Who? I would have took Johnson over.
What Johnson?
Deontay Johnson. I mean, not Deontay. Yeah, Deontay Johnson.
From Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have took him.
I think it's more so just
you got the other. Right team, wrong receiver.
Yeah, I just think it was more so Dak being season-ending injury.
Or
it was like let's not draft players that can make, because their justification behind it is Mingo is a project. We liked him last year in draft. In last year's draft we couldn't get him, so now we're getting him now so we can build him. I think if Dak never got hurt, I think they're a little bit more aggressive in the caliber of player they got. I think they do get a Deontay Johnson because they have their star quarterback. Because I'm okay with you going after a receiver if Dak was healthy. But once we knew Dak was hurt,
yeah,
why are you going after a receiver?
I think what made me upset is
you don't need receivers.
Just Devontae Adams, stupid cheap to Jets. Yeah. Mari Cooper, stupid cheap. Deontay Johnson, stupid cheap.
Yeah,
and it's just like when we know who's making decisions, Jerry Jones, who are you talking to? Because how are every other GM,
his son,
how's every other GM getting better deals than you?
That's how it always goes, though. I feel like I have the same conversation every year. All these teams around us are getting the same thing last year. 49ers got better. Eagles got better. All these competitors around us got better. We did nothing.
Hey, but you can't admit, as much as I hate the Eagles from a football standpoint, I was right about the Eagles.
What?
That they were going to be, solid.
Oh, yeah.
Because they went, like I said, I think.
Well, I said they're going to be second or third.
No, I mean, like, I thought they were going to be. Good.
Oh, as in, like, okay, good. Yeah.
Because, I mean, they went out and spent, $500 million this offseason.
Yeah.
And so, I was surprised the Devin White thing didn't work out. I would have wanted to go pick him up, Cowboys. I know he didn't play in Philly, but
he was hurt, though.
Something.
He's just injury prone. That's why they didn't go after him. You don't want another Leighton Vander.
He's 26.
You want a Sean Lee type thing.
True. I mean, Eric Kendricks right now is the same thing.
Yeah, but he's playing more. He was only out for that one game, and then he's back. He's been playing the best.
He's been playing injured. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but he's still playing.
And then, did you see? It was this last game.
The problem with Sean Lee and Leighton Vander was when they got hurt, it was bad.
True.
They were out for weeks, if not a year. Eric Kendricks in one game. He's back in that. But, I mean, this team is just. I miss loving Sundays.
I'm not gonna lie, I always, like I said, I wasn't gonna watch Cowboys, but I still tune in on Sundays for some dumb reason.
I have work, so I have an excuse not to watch it, and I feel like I'm happy I have work because I feel like if I was watching the games, I would have really high blood pressure every week.
Well, you just that's me. Literally, I think both the last 3-4 games.
Yeah,
I think I've literally turned them off at like halftime and I've gone to take a nap, bro, or went to bed, or whatever it may be.
Like I still watch the game once I can at work, because especially when the Cowboys play at home, we're usually slower, so I have a little bit more time to watch them. But lately, it's just like
the only reason I even
why I put myself through this, but I'm going to because I love my team. But why am I putting myself through this?
The only reason I watch them is because CeeDee Lamb's on a fantasy team right now at this point. Other than that, I don't.
And that because who knows? Maybe we might win a game. I would like to at least watch the games we win if we do win one.
I do want to win one, man. I mean, but I'm not gonna lie. The way we played. I wouldn't be surprised if we made, just like you said, like the
only 3 wins.
Only 3-4 wins max.
Yeah, I don't think we win more than 5 games this year.
If that's cool, as long as we get top 5 pick.
I just want to. Yeah, no. At this point, you're just trying to get top 5.
Top 5. Sure. I'm telling you right now, Jerry. Don't contend for a play. Don't do anything right now. Do what you've been doing.
In fact, who are the free agents next year? Let me look at this real quick.
The top. No, I want to look at who's the. Hey, speaking of kind of off topic a little bit. What are you doing after this?
Nothing.
Trying to go to the soccer game again. Such at 9:45 though.
Wait, you play or
Yeah.
You're playing?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, you still have to have a meeting.
Yeah. What meeting?
Meeting we said, remember, Monday? For the party and all that stuff.
Oh, today?
Yeah, we're supposed to do it.
We'll probably come home. You'll probably have to meet me at your house because I gotta go home and get ready.
Yeah, of course.
Game's at 9:45.
NFL free agents. Let's see here. Safety, Javon Holland.
I'll take him.
Yeah. T. Higgins, I'm good. 2 injury problem for me.
Yeah.
The guard from Kansas City, Trey Smith.
He's not leaving.
Offensive tackle, Ronnie Stanley from Baltimore Ravens.
He's not leaving.
Chris Godwin. DJ Reed.
He's coming off that ankle injury.
New York Jets, cornerback.
I'll take him.
Amari, because he'll be off his contract.
He's going to sign with the Bills.
He's down with the Bills, yeah. Greenlaw with the 49ers says he's staying.
Fine.
Unless
he wants too much money.
Yes.
Because then they won't
have enough. Same thing. Javarius Ward, unless they don't have enough money, he's probably not going to stay there.
I'll take him. I'll take Javarius Ward and Greenlaw.
But it depends how much they're asking for because we're going to have to pay Micah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Trade Micah. Zach Martin. Obviously, we already knew that. Justin Fields, Sam Darnold, Tyron Smith, Rasul Douglas. I would take that.
Receiver?
No. Corner for the Bills.
What Douglas one thing? I'm thinking about Russell Gage. I'm tripping.
Diggs comes off his retirement. Hassan Reddick again.
Oh, Stephon Diggs. I was like,
yeah, Stephon Diggs. No. Stephon Diggs, Texans. Hassan Reddick, Jets. Tyron Matthew, Honey Badger from the Saints.
No, I won't take either. I'll take Hassan Reddick.
Demarcus Lawrence. Obviously knew that.
What? I thought we just signed him to a 3-year last year. Or was that the year? That was 2 years prior then?
Yeah,
wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Time flies by.
Khalil Mack. I forgot about him.
Trash. I wouldn't take him.
Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb.
I'll take Aaron Jones and Nick Chubb.
I feel like I'm only taking those if we draft Genty. Because you're going to need a power back to complement Genty. And I'll be down in
Yeah, because you clear the running back room next year.
Yeah, you're clearing out.
You keep that fullback. What's it?
Lumpke.
Lumpke, yeah.
Lumpke.
You keep him. He a dog.
Ooh, okay, hold on. J.K. Dobbins. I'll be down for J.K. Dobbins.
I'm not going to lie.
Backfield.
Which cost not going to let him walk, especially the year he's...
They won't. I know they won't. But if somehow, some way they have problems, I'm down.
I'll take him. Well, Aaron Jones, 2 injury problem. I'll take Nick Chubb right now.
I think Aaron Jones is the cheaper option. And J.K. Dobbins.
Well, depending, because I mean, Minnesota might resign him.
They may. But he took a 1-year deal with him, so we'll see. Nick Chubb maybe 2, but I don't think he leaves. I think he stays. Asante Samuel, I'd be down for that cornerback for the Chargers. Bobby Wagner, I'm good. That one.
I'll take him.
Nah, that window closed for him in terms of like coming here.
Yeah.
Let's everyone else. Justin Simmons.
I'll take him.
I would too. I'm trying to look at everybody else. He's the top 50. Hollywood Brown, I'm good.
Injury.
Connor Williams, LMAO, I'm good. That experiment ended. Chase Young, if we get him for cheap, I'm down.
He takes out too many players. I don't like him. He's trash.
Chuba Hubbard, I'd be down for Chuba Hubbard experiment.
I'll take him.
I'm down for it. This is all, like I said, this is all if we draft Genty. Chuba Hubbard by himself, I don't know.
This is hypothetically saying if we're going to continue to be trash, which we probably was not hypothetical.
We were going to continue to be trash.
This is just saying we get a top 5 pick.
Yeah, if we get a top 5 pick and we get Genty.
And they actually draft something to help us.
Well, no, if they're drafting Genty, they're drafting running back. If we are able, first off, I don't even know if Genty goes top 5. But if he does, or if we are able to, if our first round pick comes up and he is on the board, if Jerry does not draft him, I actually may be done with the Cowboys. There's no way you don't draft Genty. He's already publicly said he wants to be a Cowboys, basically.
Hey, Jerry Jones takes Nebraska quarterback. No, I'm just playing.
Or takes Taco Charlton like he did instead of TJ Watt. That still haunts me to this day. Anyways, I don't think there's anybody else on here. AJ Dillon, I'm good. James Conner, maybe, but I'm kind of good on that. I'd take Matthew Judon. I'd take him, edge rusher.
Oh yeah,
that'd be a good rotational edge rusher.
Rotational? What are you talking about? He's gonna be starter.
Yeah, he'd be a starter, but I'm talking like.
Okay, I should too.
Yeah, It'd be a
Especially
nice
with
piece.
D-Law leaving.
It'd be a nice piece. Yeah,
You let D-Law walk.
you do. 100%. If you don't trade him,
Unless he takes a pay cut.
yeah.
Other than that-
Unless if you don't trade him before, well,
He's asking, I think, like 10, 15.
yeah.
No.
Brandon Graham, he's not. I don't think. I think he retires.
Yeah, he retires or he stays with the Eagles. He's not leaving the Eagles.
Keenan Allen, I'm good on. Calais Campos, number 50.
Who?
He's oh my god, why am I trying to blank?
Oh, that's a DN.
For the Dolphins, yeah.
Wow. No? It's offensive guard?
No,
Calais
I said
Campbell?
I said for the Dolphins. He plays for the Dolphins.
Oh, I was like, bro, that's a DN.
Yeah, defensive
D-line.
lineman. Yeah, defensive lineman, yeah.
I would have took him like 3 years ago.
That's something I'm kind of good on.
Because he's hopped from team to team. Ravens, Falcons,
Yeah.
Dolphins. I would have took him like 4 years ago. He'd have been decent.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's a pretty solid class.
It is solid. It is a solid free agency. And then, like I said, the draft is a pretty decent draft class this year. So
I think if we don't get someone like Travis Hunter, Genty, along those caliber players, it really. If you don't get one of those two because Jerry, you better get a top 5 pick, bro. I'm sorry. At this point, top 5. That's the only thing you're shooting for. I don't care about no playoffs, nothing. You ain't making it.
who will we be competing for? Because who is doing worse than we are besides the Giants?
Giants, Carolina.
No, Carolina.
Look up.
They're 3-7.
Look up current draft order. You see it?
I'll look it up real quick. Current 2025 draft order. We would be the 11th overall pick.
Wow.
Your top 5 is the Jacksonville Jaguars, the New York Giants, the Tennessee Titans, and the Cleveland Browns, and the Las Vegas Raiders. That's your top 5. Coming in at 6 is Miami, 7 New England, 8 the Jets,
New Orleans
9, Carolina 10.
All right, well, Jay, you got to lose every game from now on.
Realistically,
San Francisco's 18 right now.
I realistically feel like 1 through 4 is a lock.
For who?
For the draft order. I see us winning more games than the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Giants, the Titans, and the Browns, and the Raiders. 1 through 4,
top
sorry.
5. That's top 5.
I see us getting the 5 through 8 range.
I can see that. I hope so. I don't know if we're going to be worse than the Jets. Or
Yeah,
New
I see the Jets have a better roster than we do right now.
Let's see. Yeah, they're actually competing for something.
Yeah. They have...
Well, they're not actually.
But they have a better roster to compete with than we do right now. Patriots, I see as winning... I see as being no, I see as being better than them because they're worse than us. But I see them winning more games because Drake may snag a couple more. Miami has Tua back, so they're gonna get better. Obviously,
let me see what they're doing. Actually, speaking of,
is it still 10-0 or no?
I don't know.
It is 10-6.
Miami got 6.
No, there was 10-0 Miami. Now it's 10-6. 2 field goals from the Rams. Kyron Williams has 50 yards rushing. .3. Yeah. So we have to do our final take. I didn't think what we were gonna do for our hot take.
Oh no, that's a little tough.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like the hot take was just talking about the Eagles, trading Micah or that, or Chiefs being undefeated. But I mean, I give my opinion. I don't think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be a hot take. I don't think they're gonna defeat. I think
They're going undefeated.
somebody's gonna beat them.
Someone's gonna beat them, especially how close the games have been recently.
If they've won nothing but 1 possession games.
Yeah.
So
I saw someone say that they're like the Eagles last year, where they
and they
all the stuff will catch up with them in the playoffs,
10-0, and then don't finish above 12 wins.
and then to get knocked out first round.
I just don't see that. I don't see the NFL allowing that to happen.
Fair. They've only had two possession wins. Like 2 games were 2 possession wins. The Saints and the 49ers. The Saints, they won 26-13. The Niners, they won 28.
49ers were hurt.
The Niners, they won 28-18. Everything else has been a 1 possession game. The Ravens was 7. The Bengals was 1. The Falcons was 4. The Chargers was 7. The Raiders was 7. The Bucks was 6. And then Broncos was 2 points.
That block field goal was crazy.
I didn't get to see it. I haven't seen it yet. Ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I have. It was crazy. I was like, they finna lose. That's it. Streak over. Dude, what the?
Yeah.
honestly. I think some guy well, I don't know how real it was. He should live bet it. I think he won like 1,200 off it.
Man, that's up line. That's just them trying to get you to bet. Some guy guessed, but no, they did not. No, no. The only one I believe was the tight end day one. I could understand that one, but everything else, that's always a lie, bro. They just trying to get you to bet.
They got me.
I'm trying to think of a hot take we can do.
I mean, maybe right now.
We do mid-season awards. Let's do mid-season awards. Hot take mid-season awards.
I was gonna say either that or Super Bowl prediction already.
Nah, I'd rather do mid-season awards.
All right, who's your MVP? You go first.
MVP Lamar Jackson for me.
If they can get together, it's Joe Burrow for me.
Really, Joe? Lamar's having a crazy year, like statistically and actually, like when he's playing.
This is the year he finally deserves it, but I just feel I feel I'm giving it to Joe more just because his defense has been playing like trash. Not saying that Ravens defense hasn't been playing good because they haven't been living up to expectations either, by no doubt. But I just like Joe because I feel like he throws the ball more. I feel like he's a more traditional quarterback.
Really?
Sounds messed up to me.
I feel like this year Lamar has been throwing.
He has been throwing a lot more. No, he has. But as far as a traditional thrower, traditional quarterback, I just like Joe better. I just do, and I just think, like I said, as long as if it wasn't for his defense being so trash right now, Lamar, they don't. I don't think they're 4-6.
Because right now Lamar is second in yards, tied for first with 24 touchdowns. Who's 2 interceptions?
Who's he tied with?
I don't know. And
Joe?
then let's look. And then
I'm gonna see Joe. I'm gonna look up Joe's
first. He's first in QBR with 77, but 24-2 touchdown interception ratio. That's crazy, dog. I look at you. I pulled it up right now.
I got Joe.
He's tied with Joe. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Joe's got 1, 2, 3.
Joe is first in passing.
He's got 4 interceptions.
4 interceptions and third in QBR.
They both got they both arguably.
Yeah, I just feel like for me it's a little bit more. I feel
I said,
I feel like it's not like crazy of Joe. I wouldn't be like, what the heck if Joe won.
To me, it's like
but I just
most valuable player, and I'm not saying like if you take Lamar off that team, they're not as good because they're nowhere near as good. I just feel that the Bengals are in a worse position than the Ravens are.
Yes, no.
Me personally,
yeah.
I just feel John Harbaugh has more experience behind. Obviously, he has more experience. He's older coach than Zach Taylor in Cincinnati. That's just my opinion. I just think
that's my opinion.
Most valuable to me is like if you take that player off the team, and they were both being way different positions.
No, I get what you're saying. The roster's a lot better without Lamar than it is without Joe Burrow. I get what you're saying.
On paper, that's my opinion. People can say what it is, but that would be that. Or I'm not gonna lie. Up until yesterday, it was Jared Goff.
That's what I was going to say.
Literally up until yesterday.
That was my honorable mention. And to be fair, though, a lot of those picks weren't even him. The first 2 were tip drill picks, so it's not like he was like throwing the ball horribly.
Yeah, but that's how I give mine.
Who's your offensive player of the year?
Oh, no question about it, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry? You don't think Saquon?
Yeah, him too. It'd be between them two for sure.
Yeah, I think it's between. I would go with.
I like more Derrick Henry.
I would go with
same thing.
Saquon. Only because I feel like
he's more flashy.
I feel like the same. Well, I feel like the same reason why you said Joe Burrow. I feel like you take away Saquon from the Eagles, and I feel like that team falls apart.
True.
I feel like you take away Derrick Henry from the Ravens, they're not as good.
They're good, but they're in a better
position than the Eagles are.
But the only reason I say Derrick Henry over Saquon is because
historically he's been better though. Like he's been putting up more like historical records. Derrick Henry has.
Derrick Henry's fresh in everything.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about after this week. I know
that's crazy. He's already hit the 1,000-yard mark in 10 games. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, the bucket.
I know. Trust me, I know. He's been putting in work for me.
Yeah, for you. I was gonna say that I just think that again goes back to personal preference. Derrick Henry is just a more straight, north south.
Yeah.
Saquon, give me no doubt, amazing.
No, for sure.
Taking away from Saquon's are great, and they're the top 2 running backs in the league right now. First, second.
100%.
No doubt about it.
You can interchange how you're feeling.
Yeah, depending on how you feel. But Saquon's just a little bit more flashy. Yeah. Derrick Henry is also showing he's reliable. He doesn't get hurt as often.
I agree.
And so that's my opinion right now, too. So that would be my offensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year.
I feel like I haven't really kept up with defense much. I guess, I would say Fred Warner from what I've watched so far. But I feel like it's just like a gimme. That's like an easy answer. I feel like I haven't really watched many defensive players this year. I would say him or who's the corner for Denver?
Surtain. That was mine.
Surtain.
That was
Surtain
mine.
or Fred.
Mine was Surtain.
Surtain's been locking up a lot of big names this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was gonna be him. That's all I have for defense. I'm not even gonna start.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I haven't.
Well, okay. Obviously, TJ Watt.
Yeah, but yeah.
But those are my top two. I'm not Nick Bosa. No.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was Hutchinson until he got hurt.
Yeah, I agree. That would have had an answer for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, I would probably say Surtain or Fred Warner for me.
All right, and then Coach of the Year. We all know who that is.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
I mean, they're 9-1 or 8-1.
Dan Quinn. My bad. Right. I guess we're picking the wrong Dan.
Oh, Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody expected the Panthers.
But I feel like not. I don't think that's
Commanders.
I don't think that's Dan Quinn. I think that's more Jalen Daniels, who's my rookie of the year, obviously.
Yeah, that's my rookie of the year too.
I feel like that's more Jalen Daniels' greatness than it is Dan Quinn's greatness.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not saying he didn't have any role playing it.
It sounds weird, but I've kind of kept up with our division rivals more than I have the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Commanders game?
Yeah, I watched some Commander games.
I mean, you see that defensive line? I mean, first of all, half of them played for us.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. That's why I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like,
and that's why that's a smart coach.
I've seen this script with Dan Quinn, so I'm not impressed. I'm more so impressed.
Well, he's a defensive, minded head coach.
I'm more so impressed with the rookie talent of Jaden Daniels and how mature he already looks in the NFL. So that's why, compared to Dan Campbell, who has continuously, since coming into the league, has turned this horrible franchise to have 2 back-to-back years of so far of greatness. And the first time making the playoffs, he got him to the Western Conferences in the NBA. He got him to the NFC Championship games. I mean, like, I don't know. For me, I feel like it's Dan Campbell, especially if he finishes in that same region of NFC Championship / Super Bowl range. I think it's Dan Campbell for me.
I mean, if he finishes that, but if not, then I think even if the Commanders make it first round, second round, I think that's.
I don't think Dan
rookie
Quinn's
quarterback.
I don't think Dan
new
Quinn's
head coach.
a bad option. I'd rather have Dan Campbell.
Okay, I'll give you. That's what I would say to that. They're both. They're the top two candidates.
Yeah. Defense. We already said offense player. We already agreed Dan Daniels easy.
Defensive rookie of the year.
I do think Bowers is up there though.
Oh yes, he is.
But it's a quarterback league. So
yeah, 100%.
Defensive rookie of the year. I haven't really watched many defensive rookies, so I don't know.
You got me on rookies.
I'll look up what NFL says.
Who's the favorite? You got me on that one.
Awards. Apparently it's Jared Verse. He's a linebacker for the Rams. And Braden Fisk is an honorable mention. Los Angeles Rams. So both Rams. The tackle for the Rams and a linebacker.
Nice.
And then comeback player of the year. I feel like Kirk's the easy answer. Came off ACL and his balling. You can say the same thing for Joe because Joe is coming back off injury.
Yeah, but not a season ending.
Yeah.
So Kurt was done. Once he was done, he was done. Joe came back.
I'm trying to think of anybody else I can think of.
I can't think of anybody else.
For comeback player of the year.
Anybody get majorly hurt?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Or
now next year we're gonna have a lot. You got Ayuk.
Yeah.
Oh well, no. I was gonna say A-Rod, but he's trash this year. I was gonna say, but if he can turn it around, he would definitely.
I think.
Nah, that's it. It's done for them. But I'm just saying,
I'm saying even for the comeback player of the year, I think he's cooked. I think even if he finishes a crazy season, I think it's still like
yeah, and that's it. I don't see anybody else.
I don't think anybody else. I feel like there is someone. I just can't think of it right now.
Maybe Joe. Maybe honorable mention.
Joe Burrow.
No, Flacco.
Oh no! Speaking of another Joe Mixon.
Oh,
I don't know if you say Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, that is actually that is not sleeper, but I'm saying
a good one, yeah.
Thinking about it right now
because he was on and off injury last year, and he also just had a really bad year in Cincinnati, and then
maybe it just depends on what they consider like comeback player of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's usually about.
I think he still had 1,000
well.
yards. Remember, he still did crack 1,000 yards.
Yeah, but
and I'm not saying the same, but from the next time, like, well, this guy
he still had 1,000-yard season,
and this guy had this gap from here to
and
here.
Kirk Cousins didn't play out yet.
Yeah, so
I get you, but personally, I feel like Joe Mixon's a good one because
those. I would say those up until now was Kirk Cousins, but those two are up there.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins and Joe.
Yeah, and
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon and Joe Burrow. You can add if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, he is having a crazy year after having a really year last year.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's always showing he's gonna be a good quarterback. He just couldn't stay on the field.
Yeah, because he got hurt last year, and then
then he was hurt his rookie year.
Yeah,
and then really we're playing off that sophomore year and that one game again, in that Mahomes game, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, just being real here. Come on, Burrow ahead and then going to lose.
Yeah, no, they got too crazy with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, at least more than once before you start saying you own him or stuff like that.
for sure.
Make a national holiday was crazy.
All right. Well, then, should you do mid-season award? Should we do Super Bowl champion right now? Then I mean, technically,
sure, if you want.
mid-season award.
I mean, I guess
Who you got winning
winning the Super Bowl.
right now, mid-season? He said,
Like I said, it's Patrick Mahomes. I can never count them out, but I don't know. That's rough. I probably either go with it's either Chiefs or Lions. Lions is like the most balanced team in football on both sides. Losing Hutchinson does ruin their chances a little bit.
he might not come back the same. I mean, that bone,
Yeah, that was rough.
his behold.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
I always go. I'll do the safe answer and say Chiefs.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. Chiefs. The only other one I see is
I just have a bad feeling about the Chiefs, bro. It's the same feeling I had about the Eagles last year, and I was right. I just have a bad feeling with the Chiefs. I just feel like it's not a testament to them being bad or anything. I just think that that magic is gonna run out. The pressure of trying to win 3 back-to-back, it's gonna. It's nothing against them. It doesn't make them a bad franchise, bad team. Yet they're still Patrick Mahomes. You're still considered gonna be one of the goats. I just think it's gonna catch up to them in the postseason.
I mean, yeah, you can see it. I mean, you can. Well, we'll only see. Only time will tell. I just think the script's there either way. So 3-peat.
I do think whoever comes out of the AFC, I do think whoever comes out of the NFC is not beating any team in the AFC. Because you're either playing the Chiefs or the Ravens. Because to me, those are the only 2 teams that come out of the AFC.
Yeah.
They have a chance. And I don't see anybody in the NFC beating those teams.
Besides Detroit.
Nah, I don't even see Detroit beating the Chiefs or the Ravens. Ain't gonna lie.
Okay. I get you.
100%. So. Well, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Appreciate you for the episode, man. Had another good one, as always. And until next time.
See you.
We'll see you guys later.